Welcome, everybody, to the Happy Boys. We're good about to talk about drinking suds. I am Brian Bilecki.
And I'm your co-host, of course, the Creepy Uncle of podcast and AK Uncle Cream. Hi, Did Little Commission recording live as always from Crematory. I'm your editor-in-chief here at Cream Weekly. Dr. Ops Cream reporting for duty. Cream, yes, cream.
Cream, yes, cream.
ACAB, of course. All creams are bastards. I
ACAB.
am your original gangsta Cream.
I get down with the OGC.
Yeah, you know me. And Cream rules everything around me.
Cream.
Wow. Richie seems impressed.
Cannot believe that is still
the moment you froze kind of
there.
gave me a Joe Biden moment because you kind of made a face a little bit where like you looked across and I was like, it's just the two of us.
Well, I was looking at my teleprompter.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I'm used to Nicole in the corner, so you're
Holding
like,
up fuck you cards.
You're like, where's the lady? Where's the lady with my lines? But you picked it back up again. You recovered well, so you stuck the landing.
I think I had it. I just was amazed that it was actually happening. I was like, wait.
You're like, oh,
I must
shit.
have missed something by now.
Am I on a roll?
This is fucking awesome. I'm fucking killing it.
You guys need to have a code between the two of yourselves for when one of you's like feeling it. When you're in the moment, you're like, let me keep riding it out. I'm doing
Brian,
well.
you shut the fuck up for like 30 minutes. I'm going in right now.
Hi,
That's
Dilly
the
Ho,
whole
Cream
phrase,
Nation,
so I'll say
ACAB,
that myself.
all creams are bastard, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's good to be back. Brian,
Good to be back.
good answer. Oh, if you said anything differently.
Good to be back.
You're like, it's okay to be back. I would have fucking punched my computer so hard.
Listen, I am under duress. I had to say it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Why?
That's the end of that.
Okay.
That's all I'll get
That's all I have to
about
say.
that.
That's
It's
nice.
good.
It's a pleasure to be back, guys. Thank you for inviting
Have
me.
you
Well,
seen
you
the wars
heard-
going on recently?
There's no wars.
What?
There's
There is-
multiple wars.
Come on, tell me one.
They're all related to the Hoppy Boys. It's the Hoppy Wars. It's like Infinity
the
Wars,
Hoppy
but
Boys.
it's for Hoppy Boys.
Oh,
Other-
I didn't know that.
Other
Civil War,
podcasters coming
Infinity
after us?
War, Hoppy War.
I'm interested.
Whose side are you on, Richie? I see you've chosen.
I don't even know the factions.
Who do you think? It's Cap and Iron Man. You know, you got to choose.
Oh.
but
choose-
Cap
choose
is
wisely.
Brendan and Iron Man is me.
Which one's Iron Man?
Next question. Okay.
Wait, am I am I Captain Crunch with the cool hat?
Captain
No.
Crunch and Iron Man. Yeah, that's right.
That's a movie I
what
would
Hoppy
go see.
Boys about.
Fuck Deadpool, Wolverine with Captain Crunch and Iron Man. See, that's
Uh,
what
Yeah, Blake
Cap-
Lively makes an appearance,
what
but
is-
Captain Crunch doesn't. What the fuck?
Blake
up with that?
Lively is Captain Crunch in this
Oh,
movie.
I'll watch that.
Blake Lively in the Captain hat.
Crunchitize me, Captain.
Whoa, mama.
Talk about crunch berries.
That's my nuts.
You just
That's my
pulverizing
nuts.
your balls to Blake?
You know when you get the powder at the bottom of the
Oh,
bag? It's just
dude.
blue and little red, purple specks.
Don't I know it? Richie Henderson is here. Hello, Richie.
Hi.
Richard.
Welcome to the show.
I forgot about the format of this show where I don't know what the next step is, so this is really great to
Neither
be
do
back.
we.
Well, it's like there's certain guests on Doughboys, which some say that this show is loosely modeled over.
I would.
This week, the guest, Arda Marine, to date this episode, she comes in and just doesn't let them introduce. She a lot of guests will be silent for the first 15 minutes while they do all their bullshit. She talks just like Richie does. She's like, I'm one of you guys. I'm coming right in. You've been on long enough. You can talk as early as you want. You've
I'm
earned
now
the right.
able to
You've
be
earned the right.
treated as an equal.
Right.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't get
Sorry.
You're in the
Just
Pantheon.
under. Okay.
Yeah.
The
So
Hoppy Boys
frequent guests.
Pantheon is extended.
So it's like
To-
SNL, like where's my coat kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. all
You're
right.
you're like you're our Alec Baldwin.
All right. I was a little nervous. I was
Is that
like,
what I can say that?
Post allegations. You've been acquitted.
post
That's fine.
allegations. Hey, keep my
You
trigger
guys
finger
look
on the
good with
trigger.
the gun, Oh.
All right.
That was a good.
So is-
that was a good
Any
beer
more
review.
hot
Someone's
takes?
doing
We were revving the
They're
car
stealing our
out.
idea.
Someone's doing a beer review already. That's the same guy who opened up a cereal bar.
Now we have to include our
New
pre-credit
York.
scene into the podcast. People know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. People love. We got to start doing, Brian. I don't know if you're into this. Start the podcast with us already talking.
Yeah.
That's what the cool podcasts do.
Whoa. I mean, they usually play like a clip of either like
It's like a cold open, sort of.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like a cold open. They take like a little highlight. There's not much to highlight. There's a lot of low lights. I haven't been doing too well.
No, you really haven't.
No.
This is, I also like. I'm glad that we took a break. We come back and we are podcasting about podcasting.
Ah, love that. We're getting
Yeah.
getting
So
you think we have more to talk about? We
Wow,
lost
we're
all
really
of it.
killing it. It's killing it.
I think
We have
people
2
like
months
that
of
though.
shit to talk about.
It's gonna be a whole show of behind the curtain type stuff. you know?
Yeah.
Well, wait. So the last episode you guys did was Guinness, right? No. The
The
Black and
Gonster.
Tan?
Black and Tans.
The
Right.
Gonster.
Now, if I remember correctly, the Black and Tans is with the spoon.
Yes.
Is that the spoon
unless
thing?
you do
Yeah,
it
but
with
we
the
did
beer
them with.
Yeah, you did the helmets.
helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't YouTube it. I'm sorry.
That's
dare you.
the most YouTubeable episode we've had.
Yeah, I just do YouTube Reels and I just scroll
We don't make
through
Reels.
until my eyes just go into the back of my skull.
Do you do Reels for real? Do you do YouTube?
No.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound like a.
A good
It's a
way to
crisp
spend my
millennial
time.
thing.
No.
YouTube Shorts.
But no,
Old.
I will say, just listening to that episode, it made me think of, like, I think the first time that I saw my dad truly, like, hammered was him making Black and Tans.
I remember you saying this one time.
And we were watching, I think the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. And he
Wow.
just kept fucking
I'm
it
gonna
up.
watch a fucking fight.
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
get,
drink.
yeah, nothing that we've ever done before. Like, me and my dad don't have that relationship where we're like, let's watch people beat each other
Yeah.
up. But and then it also made me think of what was it for your bachelor party, that the restaurant we went to, because they also did.
They call
was
it
different
the Red
stuff.
Velvet, which is just I guess
Oh, snake bite.
more commonly known as the snake bite. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Guinness and Magners,
Yeah.
which I asked. I went there a few weeks ago, and I asked for the same. They did not have Magners.
Wow.
So they
Irish-
just couldn't
It's an
do it
Irish
at all.
bar.
Yeah, I think they just did. I was like, if you don't, I think they had another cider, but I was like, I didn't want Angry Orchard, so I just got
Yeah.
Harp and Guinness. I just did the,
Nice.
I guess, Black and Tan. Yeah,
Yeah,
There
nice.
you go.
yeah.
I did
Well,
a snake bite with what are they called? A lambic. Last weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
Living
interesting.
on the edge. So
A hefty lambic. It was a 5%
when did you guys
lambic,
film
which was
that,
pretty
or record
extensive.
pipe down, Brian. Anyway,
Pipe
Okay.
down, Peter. When did you guys record
minutes.
that? So when was your last episode?
Like 2 months ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys are slacking.
took the summer off.
man.
took summer
So then
off.
you guys are like, oh, we got to bring in the ringer.
That's right. We needed
That's right.
a big one for our Aaron Judge
All
episode.
right, what's that supposed to mean?
Number 99. All right. What am I? Fucking,
This is number 99?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
shit.
gonna say I'm not your mom. I'm
It's
not
kind of
just like.
fucked up that you wouldn't give me 100.
Well, we don't have any guests for that.
We're
We have-
giving
we have
everybody
actually
100,
Many
Richie.
guests.
Come on.
You'll be on for that too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
All right,
you'll,
thank
you'll
you.
get a call.
I'll get a call.
Just leave your phone off. Do not disturb like mine is.
Right.
And if it is,
Oh, Brian,
I'll call you twice.
I got to say,
he knows. Brian gets
yeah.
one. Brian's also on the favorites
So I
list.
just
He doesn't
learned
have
that,
to do
but I'm used to my routine is whenever it comes to hanging out with Brendan and Nicole is call Brendan as soon as it immediately goes to voicemail, because it usually does. Just give up and call Nicole. I texted the group with the two of you guys that I was here, and then I went to the door. The door was locked. I called Brendan, immediately went to voicemail, and then I was like, all right, Nicole. And then I didn't know that she was in Florida, and I was like, all right. In my head, I immediately went, there's no way I'm getting inside. And then she's like, let me call him. And I said, it went straight to voicemail.
Like, that's how it goes. There's multiple things going on here where if Nicole was here, this would never have happened. Firstly,
Wait, you're saying it like it's her fault that it happened in the first
this dumb bro
This
goes
would've
all the way
never
to Florida
happened
and
if
ruins the podcast. She would have first been like, oh, do you want to unlock the door for Richie? Like in half hour before he came.
Yeah.
And that would have fixed everything.
Yeah. So if only
That right there.
someone was around that thought of other people.
Right.
Brett, I can't imagine
You're
you
doing
anything
yourself a
else. You're just
service.
sitting here.
Huh?
Just sitting and waiting for Richie.
That's kind of what I was. Well, at the time he did call, I was very ready for him. And I kept looking out the window actually before I started working on the camera.
Yeah, peering through the blinds.
No.
The blinds are still open now.
Wait, he's peering through the blinds. I'm calling. He looks at. He hangs up. He's like, I'm waiting for Richie.
Who the fuck is this?
Who's calling me? I'm
Scam
waiting for
likely.
Richie. Has my name and phase. He's like, where is he?
Who the fuck is Scott Pritchard? That I used to have on your
I
phone
hate
as.
that. Oy, oy, oy.
Well, it's time for our next segment.
Okay,
That
what
was
segment?
the first segment.
Next segment.
Okay.
Did you press the button yet? What did
I pressed
you
it.
drink last
Did you?
week?
Hell of this one.
Wow! It
something
still is the
happen to your
best
music?
$10 we
What
ever spent in this
I just
show.
once I already set this thing up, and I didn't want to bring it back downstairs after the wires were all connected. I was like, I gotta, because all of my data for those things is on the desktop downstairs. I'm like, I'm not fucking loading that shit on now.
All right.
Oh, man.
You just explained that to me like a parent
Layman's.
who's dealing with a tech problem. Where my mom just doesn't know why music's not on her phone. She's like, the data.
The data
The data was downstairs.
The machine's up here. What do you
I'll
want?
be like, so you didn't download Spotify.
Picture
then?
this. Machine
Data.
upstairs, data downstairs.
That's how those Verizon
my
commercials should
mnemonic.
work. More people would buy in if you spoke like a layman.
That's what that means.
Layman is just Dr. Slayman
Ah.
from fucking Big Mouth.
Data
Honestly, yeah.
downstairs.
We need to go back to that.
Dr.
Well,
Steve.
anyway.
Mr. Steve.
So,
Dr. Steve.
anyways. So what's the
All right.
segment?
What did you drink last week? It
Well,
said
you
at the
heard.
beginning.
Oh,
you heard
yes,
the music.
yes, the
Audio
music
was
was
blaring
beeping.
in your fucking ears.
Yeah, totally. Awesome.
What
We'll
did you
start with our
drink
guest,
last
of
2
course.
months, guys?
Yeah, I can go. I actually.
What's your recall like?
I can go off right now,
I jotted it down in my notes because I was like, wow, it's been a while.
That was your fantasy team.
Yeah, that was
Interesting.
my fantasy team.
Not
I'm
your
dealing
notes.
with something. So, wow, what did I drink? So obviously, I missed the two of you for Brendy's birthday. I was out east.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Sad.
I'm
We'll
scared.
get to that.
But during that time, that's where once I'm in Montauk, that's where I go full on into the elements. I just get
Full on nude.
Montauk Brewing Company. I bought the
I
variety
haven't been
pack.
there too long.
So it was tropical IPA, surf beer, wave chaser IPA, juicy IPA. Nice little
Arguably,
balance.
all bad.
I know
So
how you
one
feel
could
about
argue
it.
that, yes.
I
Yeah,
would enjoy
one
it.
person-
I would never buy any of them.
One person who will always argue it will argue it.
I love the place. I love going there, and I
Yeah.
think they're like,
No, it
if they
is.
ever have funky stuff going on, it's like the one place that they would ever have like fun Montauk stuff is
Yes.
at the brewery. I'm all in for all those.
Yeah, and actually they did have a Blue Point subtlety collab beer on tap.
At Montauk?
Yeah, while we were there.
Because
the
now
fuck?
Montauk is brewed by Blue Point, and we have a beer on tap right now at Blue Point.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't know they brought it all the
Yeah,
way out
so-
there. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was. They were.
I can't believe I'm getting this news from you.
No, yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were out.
That's really funny.
They
No
were out
picture or
when-
nothing?
No, they were out when I first went there, so it was
Oh.
crossed off. And then the second night I went, I didn't think about it, and then someone bought me
Nice.
a pint of it, so it was
That's
pretty,
really
it was
funny.
pretty good. But yeah, we went to the
It was
brewery.
peach sour. It was not an IPA though. Not a sour IPA. It was just a peach lemonade sour. I think.
I think so. I think that's what it was.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, we did that, and then Karen also. We always get Lover Boys because of.
I haven't
love
had a
Loverboy.
Loverboy summer yet.
You haven't?
I gotta get back to them
Oh my God!
before summer's over.
Every summer when we go to Montauk, we always.
I was
buy,
thinking about them like the other day and thinking about Mel and how disappointing her. I need to get them from my store and send a picture to
Yeah.
everyone.
Well, what was it? I took advantage of the fact that the Whole Foods in Huntington just opened up, and
Oh,
they
right.
had the Loverboy
I think-
variety
and beer's
packs.
usually pretty cheap at Whole Foods too.
Yeah, so we had 8 different Loverboy flavors. We had the Montauk varieties.
What's
so-
your favorite Loverboy?
Ooh,
I like the iced tea lemons. Mine.
Yeah,
go-to.
no. Honestly, any iced tea lemon kind of fusion. I'm not a big fan of like those canned mixed drinks. So if
Yeah.
it's like an iced tea lemonade thing, that feels the easiest for me.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then last weekend we were in Boston and met up with my
Boston
cousins.
with Bobby
Went
Dahlbeck.
out, and I had to double check where we were. We were at a bar. Karen was still working when we visited, and we were like, where do we go for Wi-Fi? And my cousin was like, as long as it's not an Irish bar, it'll have Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And so I sent a photo of Karen at a bar. We literally got to
At
this
an
one
Irish
bar
bar.
as it opened. Like this guy was folding like the towels and napkins at the bar. We sat down, ordered a beer. She sets up her laptop, and I send a photo. And I was like, thanks, found a bar. And my cousin immediately, like with anything, just the photo, he goes, oh, is that Clary's? All right. And then he showed up 5 minutes later. He was like, yeah, I live around the block. But we had, yeah, and then just whenever I'm out of town, I try to find whatever's local. So we ended up getting, was it Night Shift Brewing? So it was,
oh yeah, no, familiar.
yeah, the Whirlpool
Owl.
Hazy and the Nightlight Lager. And then when we went to dinner, I took Karen out to this place that when she would visit Boston, she would always go alone for work, and the bar is like the hopping spot. But they had the main beer lunch, just like the big bottle. So I'd
Yeah.
order a couple of those. So
Hell yeah.
that's all I.
That's my goal.
recall.
I don't have any reason to travel for work, and maybe I will at some point. But I just want to travel somewhere that I can go. I want a reason to go to a bar alone on like a Thursday night and like bring my Switch and have like 3 beers and like saunter back to my hotel. It sounds like a fun thing.
That's quite a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. Like I could go to any bar in town in Lindenhurst, but that would be sad because like I bet I would bump into somebody I know and they'd be like, Brendan, are you just drinking alone in like your
Yeah.
hometown? That looks really.
I got my
depressing.
friends.
It's definitely like
I got Ash and Pikachu right here.
it's definitely a different vibe from like the guy that goes into a bar by himself and like reads a book for a bit with a beer.
Yeah, I can't read, so
Like-
I would do something else. I would do
I
audio.
saw that
Yeah,
in
like,
the
who are we
wild the other
kidding?
day. It was like, I don't know, 2 p.m. on a Saturday, and this dude's just like slugging back Pacificos
That's
and,
great,
and
though.
reading an open
Wow.
book by himself at the bar.
That's the
like,
one
definitely
thing
not
that an
reading a
audiobook
closed
doesn't
book.
work for. Like I fully advocate for audiobooks, but to be in a bar and just like have AirPods in and like stare off into the distance.
I mean,
a
I've never
psychopath.
What are you doing,
seen that. I've never seen that, and for good reason. That would be concerning. It's just
Because no one knows that you're like sort of reading.
But like
Head
I
cocked
would imagine like a scary part after the book, you're just, whoa!
They fall off your chair. Or if you're listening to 50 Shades of Grey, they just see the pant tent start to happen.
There's just a puddle dripping.
Like
From
I
a
think
guy.
he's I think he's reading it. It's getting hard.
Oh, it's the last part of the book. Fuck!
it's the kid.
Oh, guy's a
part.
freak! He's an it freak. God, disgusting.
Richie just turned on an audiobook. He's no longer
Right.
he no longer hears us.
It's
I
his
don't, I, don't,
draft.
I don't blame him.
I disassociate for the next hour and a half.
Richie's listening to his draft again. What are you drafting, Richie? Is it baseball again?
No, yeah, baseball is never ending. No, doing fantasy football. My
ball.
one of my buddies. It's the first time I'm doing a dynasty league,
Football's lame.
so
Ooh.
I'm a little nervous about.
I
it.
like the Shang Dynasty. Get that one.
There you go. Hey.
Yeah.
That's a little
Sorry.
Asian history for you right there, buddy.
I tried to give you some enthusiasm. It just didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
yeah. Shang Dynasty. I'm on the Shang
Yeah.
Dynasty.
That's probably the same energy I'll give my kid when they're like, you should put this on the fridge. And I'm like, yeah,
All right.
all right. But
All right, champ.
no, yeah, we're doing fantasy football. This draft is. They were trying to meet up in person and couldn't because just everybody's busy. It's the summer.
Because you're busy with
Um,
the Hoppy Boys. I get it. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, guys, I got
Gotta
something. I got
cancel.
something. But
I got episode 99.
the commissioner decided we have
Judge
8
episode.
hours. 8 hours per pick.
It's right before Oops Week.
Oops week. Got to make sure the draft is finished before Oops week. Otherwise, that's a big oops.
Grant, sorry.
Did you know Oops Week is kind of combined with Charge Month?
Jesus.
Guys, we should
If
have
I-
an Oops Week draft. That's
If people
all
are
it's all
asking me to
about.
hang out and I have to say, well, I don't know. The guys are recording this week. And they're like, are you in it? No.
No, but it's like Charles Month is finally ending. It's a whole big thing.
Oops week is coming.
I gotta stand by the door so in case they come out, I get an autograph. You know,
Yeah.
Peter's outside. He's like, oh, it's the judge episode.
he flies back
Yeah.
from Japan.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Yankee,
Judge.
Yankee glasses.
Yankee Spanky.
That's right.
Spirits.
Oh, sorry.
The
wrong
one
side,
time
wrong side.
I've done a fantasy football league, I think it was 2 years ago. I
Okay.
joined one, like a 10-team league. It was on some dumb bullshit app I've never heard of before, and I don't think anyone else has ever used for fantasy football or any fantasy sport.
Okay.
With Derek Schmelter.
Is this where I find out
Nice.
it's the app I'm using right now?
Oh, is it? Maybe it is.
Is it Sleeper?
Maybe? You show me maybe.
All right, I'll show
But
you.
I drafted. I didn't know a single name except for like the top 2 picks I'd made. I might have even like let it just auto pick for me because I really didn't give a shit. I think I put in $20 for it. I was like, maybe I'll just get lucky and I'll make the playoffs and like maybe I'll
Yeah.
make a couple bucks. Who cares? I hated the app so much. I was like, I'm never opening this again. Like, this looks disgusting. And I did not play.
Oh,
and
okay.
I
Nice.
Week
didn't play.
1, just done.
I didn't
Oh,
play. No,
man.
I think I did maybe did 2 or 3 weeks, and I just like nope.
I will say what's crazy about fantasy football is when you're going to pick guys and then you're looking at like the reports for them and it's like, well, Yeah, in the summer of 2022, they ran away from a DUI, so that might impact them in weeks 3 and 4. And I'm like, what the?
That's their version of injury reports.
Yeah, so then I'm like, I'm gonna draft this guy, and then I'm like, all right, he might get a suspension.
He's
3
got an
weeks
attitude
in.
problem, but you just
Like,
You
I
gotta
have
draft
to,
the litigator along with him.
Yeah, you have to like work around people's like criminal activity. I was like, what other sport am I seeing this happen in fantasy? Like I don't. I was like,
I don't know
Cricket,
what kind of narrative you're trying to drive here, but
No, I don't know. There was
I'm
like
gonna move on.
4 players.
All
that
right,
I'm
buddy,
like, I
take a
don't
knee.
know.
Come on.
we don't take knees in the Hobby Boys, Brian.
That's right.
They should just be playing the sport.
Leave politics out of it.
Oh
Leave the
God.
jailers out of it. Leave the criminal justice
but,
system out of my football.
But let's say it's been like 3 days and I've only drafted 6 players. So
I've never heard of any draft like this. This is amazing. That's so fun, especially for one that you're new to and you don't really give a shit about. I would troll them as hard as you can.
Oh, I am.
Like almost like leave your like second pick until like the last day as possible.
Well, yeah, because what was it? Somebody drafted a player I really
Disgusting.
wanted, and it was the pick right before mine. Now again, we have 8 hours to make a pick. I have the last pick, and it's Snake, so I get 2 back to back. And as soon as the guy
You
picks
have a full
the
day.
dude I wanted, I go, I will be fully using all of my time. Thank you
Just so
very
you guys know,
much.
I know who I'm gonna pick, but I'm just gonna use my time.
I was like, you picked the guy I wanted. Fuck you. 16 hours.
16 hours for you.
So yeah, I'm a mean
You think
spirited.
I would be too.
you think Pick Boy is good at fantasy sports?
That's kind of it. I see where
What
you're
about
going with
Pikmin?
this.
Wow. Good.
Pick
They're
Boy's
good.
good at Pikmin, but
Real-
not
real
good at
good.
drafting.
Real good.
I think that's where I stand.
Okay.
So what did you guys drink these past
I'm
couple
not
months?
good at Pikmin. I got
Pikmin's
the third
hard.
game for the
I've
Wii
never.
U.
I don't.
So there's 30 days that you're allowed to spend in that game, and you have to finish the game within like the 30 days that you go into the ship at night and sleep. So like it's a timed game essentially. It's kind of like I guess a little bit like Ocarina of Time.
It's really confusing for you,
Or
Richie.
no,
I understand
or
that.
Majora's Mask. I don't know, whichever one it
Let's
is.
keep going.
But either way, I got to day 27, and like I didn't complete all the tasks necessary to win the game, and I was like, "Sorry, you lose. You got to start all over again." And 27 days in the game takes you probably
a lot.
about like 15 hours.
Yeah.
So you just have to like start a new save
Give
file.
up.
Like
That
so I
would-
just never did it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That would be tough for me.
Yeah.
Because what was it? I did.
You like bide your time early, and like, oh, if I'm this far at this point, I should be okay.
Yeah.
But like when you get further down the road, you're like, I don't know how long this game's gonna go.
It's hard to
I think
restart.
I should be okay, and then you're not.
That's your bad.
Yeah.
That's all you, man.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
Fucked up.
then
I feel
Chris
like that,
took it
there's
from me,
type of
Bart,
game that
and
you need
beat it
like
first
little
try.
kid mentality for, where it's like I have no.
Okay, I'll
frame of
play
reference
again.
for
I don't
time.
care.
That was fun the first
That was
time.
fun.
Oh my god.
I could do better, I bet.
And that's why I played yellow version. Like, I don't think I'm exaggerating at all. I think I've played that on the cartridge proper like 25 times, and then I played the emulator like another 10 times. Like I've
Yeah.
played the first generation of Pokemon close to 40 run throughs, like finishing through,
Wow.
like a lunatic.
This is-
That's what you did. That's what I did in car rides.
I mean, I would say even worse. Young me would play so many games on repeat without completing it. I
Hell
would
yeah.
probably
start it up again.
I would just
Well-
play games and do like 2 or 3 missions and go, all right. And then I'd watch like 3 movies. Then I'd be like, time to redo it. Like I think
Brent
I
knows all
played.
about redoing missions.
There
Oh, I
was,
know all about
there
it.
was like some PlayStation 2 like Mega Man game that
Hell yeah!
I
Is it command
couldn't.
mission?
I don't think. I think I got to like maybe the first boss, and then I would replay it. I was psychotic. I think I was dead in the eyes until high school.
But so Brian knows my issue. You had a memory card, and you did this anyway. Cause I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
I didn't,
No,
I didn't have a
I
memory card.
Delete the
I-
save block every
PlayStation
time.
1 and
I
PlayStation
had-
2, I did not own a memory card.
I had free will, and I chose to do that.
I eventually
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bought a memory card for PlayStation 2 on my own because I understood what it was at that point. But PlayStation 1, I got it, and they're like, "Well, he has games. He doesn't need anything else." Like, no, I think I need to. I played the first 5 races of like ATV Quad Racer on PlayStation 1 like over and over again.
Hell yeah!
Like, well, this is all the levels they have.
Yeah.
Brendan,
That's
I'm
all I
just
can get up to.
imagining your parents be like, "Oh, you don't need anything." You're like, "Yeah, I don't need nothing," and then you're just like, "But I think I do."
I think I need something.
Eventually, I realized, and they're like, but I think it was like you either get this or a game this time, and I think I was so like, I kind of rather
Yeah,
the game.
it's crazy. Which is also psychotic because I think memory cards were like $10.
25.
Yeah, they
maybe they were
weren't-
20. I guess it depends on
You
the
can get like a Mad Catz one for like
gig size.
disgusting.
Or meg at the time, meg size, whatever it would be.
Yeah,
I
eight megs
think it
usually.
depended.
Yeah.
Wow, memory cards.
Memory cards.
Shit.
I knew we'd
Love
get
memory
here at some
cards.
point.
You
I,
were riding this one out because I even said earlier I was like, so what did you drink? And you went
Memory cards.
Pikmin.
Pikmin is hard.
You're like the guest is aware of the segment, but he needs to stay in his goddamn lane. You
Our
asserted
show.
power there. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel lesser than.
Well, I was telling you guys off pod before about my
Yeah.
my boat ride and another character that entered that I will not speak of.
All
But
about
at the boat ride, I had some great beers.
Nice.
I brought over leftover beers from the birthday party that Richie was suspiciously absent from.
Oh.
Which is interesting. It's even like kind of relates into the beer of the day because we went to other half.
Oh.
At Richie's birthday party. I was
That's right.
I was extremely present at. I was like one of the more present men at the event.
Front
Yeah.
to back.
Front to back.
Tip to tail.
Tip to tail. So it seems like he's awfully quiet. Richie's a talkative guy is seeming very
I'm just
very
listening.
quiet.
I'm
Actually,
listening.
we canonically
I'm
were
trying
not
to see
there
what you're
tell.
getting at. I'm like,
But anyway,
nervous.
I had a lot of extra beer from this birthday party, and I think a lot of it, I wouldn't have had as much extra beer left over for the boat ride the week afterwards if Richie, famously a big drinker,
Yes.
I was gonna say it sounds like
Was
you're,
at the
it sounds
party.
like you're painting with a problem. What about
a
no more
healthy
beers
problem.
left? This motherfucker came to my
I was
party.
gonna say it's kind of nice that you had beers for this boat, so you're welcome. I don't know. It sounds like you should be thanking
when you
me.
came in here after I unlocked the door. You're welcome. The beer fridge was very full.
Yeah, it looks stacked. It looks.
And now is it
looks
empty
homely.
now? I don't really understand.
It's already empty.
Yeah, I
it's amazing.
just got it.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna give it a car rating in a second. That's just on the fridge.
That's what the fridge sounds like. It's running on a motor.
Jesus.
But yeah, I had at the birthday party. I brought the classics. I had your Miller High Lifes. I had your Bud Lights. The Bud Lights were mostly for the olds. I literally, I was shopping for this birthday party. Happy 30th to me, by the way. Woohoo.
Sick.
I bought. I brought 36 to the counter, and I looked at the guy, and he's like, "You look unsure. You're just buying beer." I was like, well, I don't really drink Bud Light because of all the you know why.
Yeah. Oh, I
You
know.
know
How
why.
apprehensive did you look for the clerk to be like, you don't look like you want to buy this?
I was sweating fucking bullets. Soaked through my shirt, and I was like, "Oh, I'm only buying this for like 3 people because like they only drink Bud Light. They're very specific about what they do drink, and I don't want them to run out." He's like, "I think 36 should be fine for 3 people." I was like,
For sure.
"I'm gonna go get another one."
Oh, the problem was it wasn't enough.
So much.
And honestly, I was right because do you see any Bud Lights in that beer fridge?
So you're
I did
telling
not.
me those 3 people
They didn't
collectively had 36?
But after the party was over, Jordan, Lori, Nicole's parents,
There we go.
they were very particular about which beers they cultivated from the leftover
Oh.
cooler and put it in their fridge. And so it was all the High Lifes and especially the Bud Lights that were like, yeah, there's still a lot of stuff left over in there. I'm like, I'm pretty sure when I left last night, there was another cooler full of a bunch of others, like regular stuff, like, yeah, whatever. Which I didn't care. They literally
I don't know, sounds
had a
like you
birthday
care.
party from their house. It was just funny that
Kind of sounds like,
like
you
I'm kind of pissed off. This is like
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this.
It's like-
this
friend.
is-
This is the reel that I'm posting.
What's crazy
sending
is
to them.
you're like, this is my
This is the clip?
birthday.
It's my fucking birthday.
Fucking birthday.
That's like what people do when they're passive aggressively mad at their spouse. Like, it's actually kind of funny that there was a bunch of other stuff here and it's gone now. It's
gone now.
That's so funny how that happened.
That's funny.
Crazy.
Anyway, the good beers there that I bought for funsies.
Uh-huh,
I
funsies.
tried to. It's hard to figure out what you want to buy for like a party full of people that are not necessarily beer drinkers. But
Uh-huh.
you want to have like good stuff there too. So you kind of go like mid tier. You don't. I didn't buy any tall like 16-ounce cans. I didn't buy any
Right.
craft.
Okay.
I bought more like national craft stuff that
Yeah.
you could find in like 15 packs. I didn't see a big pack of Mangan carts. So I didn't get Mangan carts, but I did. I got 21st Amendment Hell Over High Water. I bought Narragansett Proper and Narragansett Shandies, and those are like
Nice.
the 3 like alt beers that I got.
Propa.
Yeah, so I was drinking a lot of those in
saying
the boat
nice
as well.
as if I wasn't there.
What?
I said I'm saying nice as if I wasn't there.
I thought you said
that sounds really cool.
Sounds dope.
I thought you were like in episode 99. I thought you were like, you're telling me this as if I wasn't there. Like that's what the fucking show is.
Finally
How dare? Why are you describing this?
Like I fucking know I was there.
Why are you repeating this?
Who cares, man? We were both there. What the fuck?
What are we even doing here?
You guys are killing it.
Wasted my Thursday night for this? Wasted the Aaron Judge episode for this?
Thank God. The only reason why we're doing this tonight is because the Yankees are off tonight. Otherwise, I would never even talk to you two. You don't seem surprised either. I thought you guys would be like,
I mean, no, it makes sense. Yeah, you don't text often, so in baseball there's a lot of games.
a lot of games.
You like don't even do like work texts, like anything important.
Nah.
You're like Yankees are on.
Yankees are on, coach.
Like
I call my bus coach.
You know how like there's the automatic message of like can't talk right now, I'm driving. Like if someone texts you immediate text back. Sorry, Yankees are on. Like an automated message.
I should shut that up.
I bet iPhone has a thing where you could like set up what was it called, a focus. You have a baseball game focus.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, what was it? Like Waze, you can edit every direction, and you can change the sound for each one. Yeah, Karen did it for her sister, and it's so good.
Really?
Yeah, like turn
How
right.
long did she work on that?
It took like a good like couple hours.
Wow.
But like we were at the beach, so she just like took Christy's phone and was going like turn right was like, oh my god, make a right. So like imagine your GPS just fucking shouting at you like, but you still have like I don't know like 500 feet, like you got time. But like one of them she'll be like, all right, I guess it's time to make a left or whatever.
That is so fun.
Yeah, she just every single one was drastically different from the other.
It's too bad that I hate Waze though, because it's by far the worst maps.
It's
app.
too
Really?
like pink and purple and like bright.
It's always wrong. Like I don't know what happened in the more recent year. Like when it first came out, it was like it took you the best route, and now like maps and Google Maps have caught up and like surpassed and like give you the lanes that you should be in to turn certain ways, and like they've mastered it where Waze is like way behind, and they are slow. Like, I don't know. Something about it. Last time I used it, it pissed me off to no end and made me miss turns because it was like, oh shit, it was kind of like that, like Karen's prompt. It was like, actually, is over here.
You had the Karen
like,
voice back? What the hell? How'd you get that?
If she sells it,
She's
I'd
sending
fucking
them.
buy it.
She's sending them.
I'd buy it.
Everybody just has her voice. But yeah, no, I've never had that issue. But I also like notice when there's like an early turn where there's an immediate change. You're like, it's filling up, and I'm like, this is how many other people are using the app.
Yeah, exactly.
I always giggle at that.
But you also are famous for loving bad GPS systems.
I don't need this.
You love them.
I'm just very bad directionally. And before I had a car that had...
But since you're bad, you should get a good GPS system.
I know. But before I had a screen on the car with its own directional thing, my parents always had these like shoddy like GPSs that you mount on the dashboard.
Which were like probably at the time like groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking for the year that they were
For
invented.
2005,
Then,
yes, you're right.
Because then like they also
And
need
what
to
year
be
was this?
updated.
Like 2017?
Yeah. And
Whenever
there were
phones are GPS equipped.
Yeah. I for some reason refuse to buy the mount for my phone for some reason, which would have obviously helped out so much. But there was one time, like, because I would visit Karen when she was living in the city, whether it was the Bronx or the Lower East Side, I would drive in. And that GPS was taking me so many random fucking directions. There's one time I picked her up.
I went over 4 bridges to get here.
Oh, yeah. No, I literally did once. I picked her up, and she was like, where the fuck are we going? And I, shit you not, I pulled over, and I ripped the thing out, and I gestured to throw it out the window. And she looked at me like, are you insane? And then I just tossed it behind me.
Yes, I am insane.
And then I was like, could you just open up Google Maps? And yeah, it was a rough time.
To use one of those machines at a time where smartphones exist is like a crazy thing.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was always good for me, but then
you weren't mad at the machine. You're mad at yourself.
Yeah, it's a mixture of the two. I'm very good at being mad at myself.
It was like what's that quote? Is it Big Daddy? I think. You're not mad at me. You're mad at your dad.
Oh my god.
You're right. I hate my father.
Papa. No, yeah. Directions are not my strong suit. And yeah,
You think
am still using ways.
You're one step behind always.
Yeah. It took me 2 hours. What was it last night? We went to a restaurant in Greenpoint for Karen's two friends. They wanted to take us out for their wedding. Karen got them. Her friends did the photography and film for it and stuff, which was really nice. And they were like, "Oh, let's take you out to dinner." Karen went from work, so she just had to take the subway. I drove in. Took Waze. Yeah.
A weeknight, I guess it shouldn't be that bad.
Shouldn't be. It was. I was like, I'm going to get there with like 45 minutes to spare. I'll get a drink at the bar. I'll chill, whatever. I got there literally at the time of the reservation. Like, it was like an extra 45 minutes.
Parking was fun?
Parking was easy.
Oh, that's good.
I just had to do one quick loop, but it was like the traffic. I was like, Waze told me different.
See, now you're starting to come to the realization.
I mean, I got the
We need to get that
now,
navigation
so
system back, I think, is what we need to do.
Hey, full circle. I mean, whatever. We'll get back there. We'll get back there.
We'll get back there. Brian, what did you drink last week?
What did you drink
before
last
the
week?
episode, I had a little OF. It's been a while since I had an OF.
TPOF, we need to get some of those back on.
Only things?
I know T-pops are good.
I dream about
this
those
is normal.
sometimes. Literally, when I'm sad at work and I'm like just kind of like going through the motions, I think about TPOFs.
What are these?
Tawny Port
Old Fashions.
Ah.
Yeah, real
Nice.
good.
They're like one of the best cocktails in the world is in Fredericksburg.
That's right.
They're batch cocktails, but it doesn't matter.
They are.
You can.
Which is crazy.
I think they batch the parts that are not important, and you can leave them mixed together, and it's great.
Have you tried replicating it?
Yes, and it's never quite the same.
Never the same.
Which is unfortunate.
Because they do, their sweetness comes from maple syrup. They do.
Well, I think the sweetness, like a lot of the time.
Well, it comes from Tawny Port too.
Oh my god.
You're right there?
I miss them so much.
I got choked up. I think a lot of the sweetness comes from the Tawny Port. I think.
But I think I've heard the
didn't know
guy
how much
say
this
that
meant to you.
there's maple syrup in it as well.
That's what I do for mine.
I think they do.
I put
I think
freak.
the guy said that.
They-
time.
You
they
little
might.
freak.
So what is off about yours? Do you know?
It's just like I can't get the levels right. Like I think they do like a 60-40 of Tawny Port to bourbon.
More tawny than bourbon.
More
More
Tony?
tawny than bourbon.
Wow.
Because their cocktail is really sweet.
Yeah.
But
Very
it's
right.
like I can never get the right levels of like, because mine always turn out too sweet and or like too boozy, and I can't ever figure it out.
Gotcha.
So
So you just gotta keep making them dial it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep trying, big guy.
You can do it, man.
Yeah, Bry guy.
I'll think about it. So I
I'll think about it.
had a good OF, and I used actually maple syrup for the sweetener, which is always
You did that
fun.
just
I like that.
today, just before this?
Yeah, I did
Nice.
like two ice cubes and like a two finger drink. You know,
I think you need to invest in some fancy cubes. I love
Yeah.
the fancy cubes.
so my
I
mom
have
bought me
just the balls.
one of the
The mold.
Right, she brought me a spherical mold,
Yeah.
but it was all hard plastic, so it was impossible. I would need like an ice pick to get the
Yeah, I have
spheres out of
the-
it.
Yeah, you need the
rubber
soft
ones.
silicone rope.
Silicone,
Right.
Yeah.
So I should do that. I've wanted
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
I
There's
want
like
to
a
do what
pack
they
on
do in
Amazon.
like Japanese restaurants where they like take a small like igloo cooler and they freeze the water in the igloo cooler, and all the stuff, all the impurities rise to the top. So the
Oh.
bottom layer of the igloo cooler is like clear ice, just like straight up clear ice.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then you like cut it out and use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't get like ice taste.
Right. Yeah. It's just like. You ever see like the highball glasses where like they put the rod of ice in there and it just looks like it's straight through, but there's a big old chunk of ice in there. So it's like it's very nice, very cool looking. I like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, actually, if that's the case, Brian, you would have really liked the restaurant we were at last night. It's in Greenpoint,
Yeah, whatever. You're right.
Japanese. It's called Rule of Thirds,
Whoa.
and I ordered it was a Suntory whiskey
Hell yeah.
highball, and
Fuck
it was
yeah.
literally just the whiskey,
That's
lemon peel, and
Yeah.
spring water
Whoa.
with like nice ice cubes, and the
So
food there is phenomenal.
That's like almost old fashioned, but I guess no added sweetness.
Yeah, no, literally no. Yeah, but it was like kind of watered down. The food there is really good. We had like karage chicken.
Nice.
Yeah, but they also do like a really good brunch, and they do the fluffy Japanese pancakes.
oh fuck yeah.
Oh
yeah, I've yet to do it brunch, but I
Oh,
did
boy.
dinner there, and I'm glad we went yesterday because before that, the only time we've been there, it was a date I took Karen on, but that same day I got the booster shot, and that was the only shot
Just
that
recently?
No. This is this was back when the boosters were like.
You can if you want to, but like booster now.
Yeah, I'm a little late to it, but I figured
interesting.
now's the time. Things seem a little hectic.
Right.
No,
well,
but
you're waiting for the vaccine to get tested by everyone else.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, come on. Because
Now-
it's been bullshit for a while.
Yeah, once you stop seeing the bodies all over the grounds and stuff, you're like, yeah, right, I think it's safe. But no, the what was I saying?
About the
Shit.
restaurant you're at.
Pancakes, brunch,
Pancakes.
Big
dinner,
fluffy pancakes.
Fluffy pancakes.
booster
The
shot.
Wow, I just had a total. Oh yeah, it's the booster shot.
Booster
See-
shot, yeah.
Speaking of, this is why my brain's like this. No,
Hey,
But, like-
the truth, brother.
every shot I took, I never had a negative
Every
impact.
shot
But the
you
booster
took.
shot fucked me up, and we had that dinner
Aw.
date. And when we sat down, I was like, "Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna fucking die. I need to go to sleep."
I need another booster real quick.
And afterwards, Karen was like, "Wow, that was so great." Blah blah blah. Like the dinner was nice, this, that, and the other. And I was like, "Dude, if you gave me a pillow, I would have went horizontal on the floor. Like I was fighting for my life."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I had no idea."
You put on a brave face, my guy.
Yeah, she was like, "You really held it together." And I was like, "Yeah, it's a really good dinner. I wasn't trying to fuck it up."
You just had your mouth way open.
Yeah, I was like, it was kind of hard to get. It's hard to get a reservation. I was like, I didn't want to sit down and go, I can't do this.
Like, no, I'm sort of happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard.
It hit me once we sat down, and I was like, all right, too late now. We're in it. This is end game, partner.
Never seen no spoilers.
Sorry.
God.
Happy
you also
Wars.
just- oh my God.
Watch
I'm
that
like,
first.
That's the next podcast. We're just going from Gossip Girl to Marvel.
Stop.
No.
Sign
I think
me
I
the
had to kill
fuck
myself.
up.
That'd be
I'd rather watch Gossip Girl 10 more times than watch all the Marvel
Yeah. Also,
movies.
like, I'm sure there was so many like Marvel movie
Oh,
comic
a million.
focused.
a million.
incredibly
Oh, yeah.
oversaturated.
Well,
you know
I
what's
get
not
that- also, but
oversaturated?
at the same
Quick-
time, it might be
quick
like too
idea
oversaturated
here.
by losers.
Uh-oh.
Angry Video Game Nerd Rewatch Podcast. I've said it before. I'll
Yeah,
say it
Brian's
again.
been
I'm
talking
in.
about it.
He's pushing it.
He's been pushing
I'm
it.
pushing
He's pushing it.
What else did I have? I had the old fashioned before. I think really the
Nice.
last time that I drank was when we got after it at your party. Honestly.
I'm sorry. I just took a sip of this other half, and I puckered, and I missed what you said. Big pucker.
I haven't really drank since we've been back home. Been back in Long
I was
Island.
hoping you hadn't, because you were out of sorts. Oh my God.
I was out of control.
I've never seen anything like it.
You pass out on
I was sort of
uh,
impressed. Worse.
You know, it was a real
Pass out
January
in
6th
the kitchen
moment.
sink.
Nice.
Just saying.
Nice.
Nice.
A real.
In what way?
It was January 6th in New York. That's what I'm saying. It's like it was a lot of rioting going on. There's a lot of asking for, ages to be reversed. You stole the birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, yeah, but I think everyone that was in attendance would be glad if I told them that you had taken a break.
Right.
And maybe this isn't a funny thing to make light of. People do struggle with this, but I'm making a joke that Brian is a problem, and that is laughable.
Yeah,
right,
that's
guys?
funny.
Hello, hi,
Kenny and
funny,
Jack,
funny.
they knew. They were trying to pat me down, like, "Hey, Mister, it's time to stop drinking those."
I was talking to
No more.
who was talking about this. Coworker Matt was saying that his kids and his friends, who are like maybe 8, they look at him and they go, "You like beer?" So
Sure
I'm
do,
like,
kid.
Rats.
I'm waiting for that to start happening. Like, and then I think that in itself is sort of like a wake up call. Like,
Yeah.
these kids always see like Uncle Cream with the beer in their hands.
Yeah.
But
that might be
you
that.
know, like
Yeah.
does that say something about myself? But what works out for me is that we usually only drink once Chris puts the kids to bed. So
Right.
I'm in the clear.
Brendan is
You just got the flask
violently
in your pocket
shaking and
before that.
sweating, waiting for the kids to go to
Can you
bed.
put the fucking kids to bed? Because like it's 4 o'clock. I can't put them to bed. Like, I don't fucking care. Just put 'em to bed.
Madeline's still got them in the bathtub, and Brendan's like, "Do I have to go in there and clean them my fucking self? How long does it take? Their bodies are so much smaller than mine, and I take 5 minutes to shower. So what if I don't clean my legs?" He just goes in there,
Here, you clean yet? You clean yet? Come on, here.
violently scrubbing someone else's children.
I'm using Jack as the sponge, just watching Kenny with him.
Like whatever that old Greek statue is of the old man holding like a child by like its ankle, and it just throws him up the stairs, and he just runs to the fridge to grab a can. He's like, "All right, the kids are in bed. Drink time, Chris, time to we're doing this. All right, let's do YouTube
Fire
videos."
the
Unbothered. Yeah, sure. All right.
Yeah,
Me too.
That was a little softer than I throw him.
But
good
yeah,
for you, Brian. Though it's like it's hard in the summertime, especially to like not spend a weekend doing some sort of drinking because there's events all the time, and like also when the sun's out, you're like, oh, let's go grab a drink somewhere. So that's nice.
Actually, I scratched that last weekend. Last Friday, I did have.
There you go.
I know. I forgot the beverage. I had a 12-pack of Miller Lite to myself.
This is before the old fashioned. This is actually today.
That's right, today. Yeah, after work, just really. Yeah. No, I had a Kickback Jack's is the local
Hell
water
yeah.
hole.
I can't wait to go back there.
Kickback,
Brendan and Nicole.
That is awesome.
They have a Kickback Kolsch, $4.50 for
Which
a
I
24
drank
ounce.
3 of them when I was there.
Right.
Whoa.
It's
They're
had one of those while we were meeting.
I see a price
drinks.
under $5. I'm like, I'm getting ossified.
Ossified.
Yeah.
I'm
Yassified.
drinking as many as I can.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Nice. Whoa
I
there.
don't know if I like yassified.
Oh, that's what you're saying?
Maybe I like it too much, and I'm just jealous I didn't say yassified, to be honest.
You're getting a little bashful there.
I don't want to say it, but I wish I said yassified. It's all about it. Sometimes things are so embarrassing that they're maybe the funniest thing. And that's kind of what Brian encompasses himself. Brian's the most embarrassing person.
I think that was
He's
the best time to
funniest
crack
guy.
it open. There was like
I'm
a
an
good.
embarrassment. Check it out.
There's a little bit of silence, and then you're like, "Right, Brian?"
Crack.
Hold on. Wait. Actually, one more thing I did last week. It's
Oh,
not.
jeez.
It's kind of related to drinking, but it's also not.
I did heroin for the first time.
I
Funny
actually
you say that because-
detergent.
I kissed my brother.
Come on, Steve.
I actually drank my brother.
I went to the doctor.
Hey.
For the first time in 3
Yay.
years.
And the lupus
The
is
general
terminal
practitioner.
next year.
What do you make you drink?
Oh,
It's yellow. It's bubbly. It comes in a little
Bubbly?
can.
Oh,
It's my own urine.
you can it?
You sell that shit?
For him, I do.
Uh-oh.
He asked for it.
I'll do
He has a
anything
canning
for
machine in
Dr.
the back of his
Bakutska.
office.
You're out there making 6-packs.
You know, like Hugs.
Yeah, of
He
course.
sends you home with a pack of your own Hugs, like your own
Oh,
urine
damn.
Hugs.
I give you
But
a
I told
hug.
him about the podcast, and I would shout him out. So shout out to Doctor.
You told the doctor about the podcast?
You have to
Doctor
Google 'em?
Podcast.
Did you go to the Did you go to the doctor because of the podcast?
Right. I said, like, this podcast is giving me brain fog. Please fucking help. He's like, I think you should just stop doing it. Can't do that. I'm sorry. What other ways?
No, it's not what I'm here for. I'm here to figure out
That'll
what I
do
can
it. That'll do it.
to keep doing the podcast.
Right.
Got to keep doing it.
So
Doctor's
shout out
telling you got to keep
Doctor.
doing
I
it.
gotta keep going. This is fucking gold. This is so good.
You got to keep doing it.
So did you make him listen a little, listen to a clip while you were with him, and like
Yeah, at gunpoint.
you
Yeah,
smiled at him?
It's an open
Holding up their
carry in
phone.
Virginia, so I had my long rifle.
Just listen to this part right here.
What do you-
Me and-
what do you think,
me and
Doc?
just me and my friend right here.
Dr.
This is really funny. This is really
Oldland.
funny. Right here.
That's
This
his
is really-
name.
He's playing the theme song. He's like, wait, hold on. Click, click, click. You got to like turn it up.
My
You
buddy
need
got
lyrics.
this
You need
commission.
lyrics.
Let me rewind.
Yeah, so shout out to Dr.
My buddy
Oldland if he's
got
listening
this
right now.
commission.
Doctor Who?
I have a follow-up appointment in 2 months.
What's his name?
Maybe our next
Oldland.
episode then?
Dr. Oldland.
Oh, I said
Do you do an
Oldman.
episode after every doctor's appointment from now on?
What? Listen to my podcast.
No,
Just fucking show my
we
phone
record an episode after every doctor's appointment.
Maybe we should do that. Yeah, just
New
do a quick
segment.
checkup.
Brian medical updates. Yeah.
All right, let's look at it. Let's do it right now. Okay, wait. Actually, I have a really funny one. All right, guys, this is the STI panel. Woo! All right, chlamydia. We are
STI.
negative. That's right. That's right.
Out.
Gonorrhea. We are
Boring.
Negative.
Negative.
Negative?
That's right. That's right.
Boring.
HCV antibody test.
Double
This
positive.
one is
Extreme
non-reactive.
positive.
That's right. That's right. All right, big one, folks. Big one.
There
one.
we go.
Ooh.
HIV.
Drum roll.
Are we
I
HIV
knew it.
positive? HIV negative. Taps. We're negative.
Double A's,
HIV
double
negative.
A's, double A's, double A's.
Hey.
Negative. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Not dying this week or next week, it seems.
And you-
But stay tuned for 2 months
Stay
from now.
tuned.
And you found out those results by drinking?
This might be.
Hey.
It's in the taste buds.
What
To
did
find
you
out
drink
if it's
last
reactive
week?
or not.
Got a 6-pack of Brian's fucking hug piss. I can't wait to spam other half social media with this episode.
Oh, boy.
They're fucked. They're so fucked.
I'll never be able to go back.
Hey, we were at your fucking place for a party, and they're like,
We don't remember.
"Were you on the rafters?" We were We were
Nice.
eating pizza. That was one of the big things about your party, Richie. They're all like we had pizza at all the locations as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the thing. I assume
Really
that's
good
the
pizza.
reason why we're doing this.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thankfully, my 30th birthday, which Brennan was very kind enough to show up and be very active.
And I want to just point out again,
We
I
did
didn't just show up.
autographs.
I wasn't
There was a big
passively
line.
there. I was there with such energy.
Yeah.
Can only be described as energetic.
Yeah, he showed up and he showed
boy.
out.
Showed up and I showed out. Brian is having quite the reaction.
What does
to, I'm
that-
guessing the passion for a beer. I had the same reaction.
Oh my god!
But yeah, the last stop on your brewery and
Yep.
pizza tour was Other Half, and I was very excited to come
Yeah.
here because it is like a famous brewery. It is one of the places that has essentially invented the New England style IPA.
Wow.
Them along with like Treehouse, of course, and your Evil Twins. Like there's like city breweries and New England breweries in like Massachusetts and stuff that claim to be the origin of what is now famous over here on the East Coast and like the double IPA, double dry hop IPA, and these New England styles. Other Half is one of the ones that does them the best. And I couldn't wait to go there to one of their apparently many locations. That this is,
Yeah.
I don't think this is by any means their original location, but maybe like in the area that used to be their original location because it is beautiful. It was right on. Was it what river was that? Was it the Hudson or East River?
That's a great question.
Some
That's
body
the
of
Domino
water.
Park one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But it was a cool spot. High ceilings. Love a good high ceiling. Nothing like it.
It was
I don't
great.
remember what pizza we
Love a
had
high
at that
ceiling.
point.
You what?
I don't remember what pizza
their
we had at the
locations
last
are
place.
Center Street,
Um,
Domino Park, Rockefeller Center, Western New York. Great. That's Finger Lakes, Lakeshore, and
Finger
Buffalo.
Lakes.
They have
I can tell you.
Philly and DC as well.
There's a lot.
Wait, yeah, I still have the text of like the list of everything that we did.
Pizza.
Pizza. Because I remember somebody asked me randomly, and I just told them the whole order. But, shit, where is it?
I don't
All
remember
right,
what I had
so
there
while
that
you're
day.
doing that, Richie,
Yeah, sorry.
Let's talk about Other Half. We have two beers from Other Half Brewing. One is
Yes.
Broccoli, which is their double dry hopped IPA,
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Imperial IPA, and Fruit, which is a fruited Berliner Weiss, which is what I made the face reaction at.
Yes,
before, 'cause
yes.
This tastes like an actual sour head, or warhead.
Yeah.
So
You drink yours.
This
you
is
gotta-
their
you
how
gotta
we
try this
started.
shit. This is crazy.
blurb from their page. Sam Richardson, Matt Manahan, and Andrew
Sam Richardson?
Berman
What?
founded
The
Other
comedian?
Half Brewing Company
Yeah,
in
that's what I was
Brooklyn
thinking.
in New York, 2014. The simple mission: to create beer that they wanted to drink from a company that they wanted to be a part of. Their vision was to push the boundaries of beer and the culture that surrounded it by representing the other half of the industry. Other half, I'm assuming, being people who like they're not capitalists, man. They're
Hell
just,
yeah,
like,
man.
They're socialists and they like socialist beer.
As they have 7 or 8 locations, but no, sure.
Yeah. Then they've become capitalist machines and pigs, and all they do is they just take money baths all the time now.
Well, it is literally a warhead.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
tough one.
But I don't
Richard,
hate it
you have
either.
the menu. You
Yeah, no. So basically, the full extent of our journey, we met at Pencil Factory, which that was like the bar that we always hung out at in Greenpoint.
Mm-hmm.
We got Paulie G's there. Then the trolley picked us up.
Pencil.
Oh, you got a pencil from the pencil factory. Hey, there you go. Trolley picked us up. We ended up at this place called Jack Bar, which
Love
that
Jack
was the
Bar.
place that had
Jack Bar was great.
the
Arcades.
yeah, it was the barcade that only had I think it was just every different version of pinball you could imagine.
Yeah, it was great.
They had an
Love it.
Austin Powers one. I think they had an Elton John one.
Mm-hmm. Love pinball.
Yeah,
Love the
that was
themes.
when we ordered Lindustry, as well as another pizzeria.
Lindustry was my favorite.
Yeah.
Of the whole
You had,
day.
you had
Really?
two pizzerias there. I thought it was leftover
Fantastic.
from.
No, we had two as well as leftovers. Yeah, Jack Bar was the one where we had two pizzerias.
What,
and
what
then
was
we
the
got
place
to
it was like, was it called Best Pizza?
Best Pizza, yeah.
That's where we had Best Pizza.
Yeah, no, I think it was Best Pizza and
'Cause
Lindustry. Yeah.
Whatever the fig bacon pizza we had was like.
Oh, that was
Fucking
that was Lindustry.
crazy.
Yeah, that was the Lindustry one.
Oh,
That one
okay.
was so okay. That makes sense why Brendan's saying it was. Yeah, that was a really good pie. But then once we got to Other Half Brewing, that's when we did Roberta's Pizzeria. And Other Half, I will say, I think because again it was like a long day and a lot of
Yeah.
drinking, and I turned down so many birthday shots. Like so many people offered. I only accepted one.
Is there a lot going on at that Jack Bar?
Yeah.
Multiple
Otherwise,
people.
other half you couldn't get shots.
No,
obviously, so
but
it must have
multiple
been there.
people were offering at Jack Bar that I was just like, I either gave it to somebody else or I just flat out said
Plus,
no.
like other half, you have a lot of beers that are going to be like 8% plus.
No, exactly. I was like, I want
need
to
to
like
survive.
I was like, this is such a big like thing that we're doing that I was like, I want to remember.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I don't want to be.
I want to be present at other half.
Yeah, I don't want to be drunkenly dragged around. I was told by the last place we ended at Evil Twin. I was told by the end of it that my eyes started to go a little distant.
It's 4 places.
But I was like,
happen.
yeah, 4 places. We started so early. I took only one shot, and it was from the bartender at Pencil Factory because he was like,
Oh, wow.
that was before everybody, or no, that was right when everybody showed up. Karen and I were chilling there for an hour. They were literally building the bar and the table where we had the pizza. They had to like they literally had a fucking like saw blade hanging outside, like a mechanic, like an electronic saw blade. And they were like, "Yeah, don't worry, we'll be done in 30 minutes." And we were like, "You're kidding."
Oh boy.
I was like, there's so much random planks of wood. Like, it looks like they're going to go to town at the bar. And the bartender's like, yeah, you guys could just sit outside. I'll get you a drink. And he was like, they said they'll be done in 30 minutes. And he was like shit-talking the owner, who was like right there. And he's like, that's his boss. He's like, this motherfucker, like, he could have come in earlier and do this. He's going to wait right when we open. And then like they literally did it in 30 minutes, and it's like it wasn't even noticeable.
right.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
guy was like, as people showed up, he's like, "Yeah, you want a shot?" And I was like, "All right."
All right, I guess I gotta.
guess.
It's
fair
me
enough.
birthday.
But yeah,
Wait, kind of, you know. get
yeah,
out
no, I've always wanted to do that pizza crawl with people. And,
I think 2 of the places. I think that Lindustry, and then whatever we had at Other Half itself.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 favorites.
Oh wow,
1 and 2 pizzas I've ever had in my life.
nice.
Number 1 and 2, and then maybe like I just recently went to Root and Branch to get the pie over there at that place.
Yeah, Nico's is
That's
pretty
up there as
decent.
well.
Yeah,
It's like top 5.
I'll be right back.
yeah,
I've ever
no,
had.
Nico's is good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is. Much
But
worse
yeah,
than I thought
it was
gonna
just
be.
like it was finding like bars and breweries in the area. So because like trying to get the amount of people to a pizzeria, like there's no way they have the space for that.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, all right, what places won't kick us out? So breweries were the obvious choice because like they always get us a large amount of people. They have outdoor space, whatever. Those 2 bars I was nervous about, and actually
Fucking
Karen
fruit,
messaged
too.
Jack Bar before the birthday.
It was empty beforehand.
No, yeah, they were like, yeah, that time it's usually dead, and then Karen was like describing everything, and the guy was like, oh my God, that sounds like so much fun. I hope there's extra space on the trolley for me and my kids. I was like, there would have been this random dad with his 2 daughters. I was like, that's so cute.
It's fun. I'm sure they're very happy to just be like, yeah, we make no money at those hours, so please bring 40
Yeah,
people.
just like 30
if you want to bring a bunch of drinkers, great.
30 knuckleheads
Yeah,
bouncing around.
it was really great pizza.
Yeah.
Really great time. At Jack Bar itself, I also like for a dive bar, love the beer selection too. I think I was able to get a Weiss former Malt Madness Award winner,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
champion.
Yeah.
Delicious. enjoyed that. I had an Narragansett as well, which never seems to do too well in the
Perfect.
tournaments for some reason. No matter how much I try and rig the system, Narragansett never does super well. But I had great beers there, and other half, I think I had like a Kolsch of some sort there to try and keep things easy because had been drinking for a while.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like go right into like the 8+ percenters. But I think I also did like not I don't want to slam these bigger breweries too much. But when you get to these hype beast like New England breweries, when you've had their flagship New England, you've kind of had them all, and there's very slight variation on all of them. Like we were talking recently today about like the Castle. You were saying that they had at Sapsuckers. Like
Branch.
if you had the Castle, you're probably gonna like at least you're gonna like everything else that they have to offer as far as New England's at Root and Branch, but there's not that much of a difference. You have to almost have them side by side to really get what's different about them. Otherwise, it's up to like very minute preferences of like hop character, and there's like you have to really love beer. You almost have to be one of the brewers to like understand the differences between a lot of these New Englands and what's different about all of them. So like I think if you had the broccoli that we're talking about today with the other half, and you like that, you probably like most of the other halves, but you don't have to venture out too far. You probably just stick with the one that's like the main.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that resonates with either of you folks.
No, I mean, I agree. Like Root and Branch, like I love all their beers, but you look at the descriptions and it's like
It's kind of the same as
four
the
of
other one.
them are like double dry hop, and then it's like slight variation. So
Yeah.
Karen will get one, I'll get one, and then we just have them side by side. And that's the only way we can tell. Otherwise,
yeah.
if I had one after the other, it'd be a struggle for me. Like I don't have that palate.
It's a good way to do it too, because you could be like, oh, which one do you like better, like this one or this one, and then you could like swap back and forth, and like, oh, I like this one a little bit better only because I had this one right before this one.
Yeah, and again, it's like it's really cool when you see breweries just have that one focus that they kill at.
Yeah.
Like they're like, all right, we do a couple of other things, but here's our bread and butter.
Half the menu is New England's, but at least if you have a big enough menu where you can also do like, when I was at Root and Branch recently, and this is very similar to how like other half was when we were there, they had like a black IPA, they had a porter, they always have a Kolsch in the menu, they always have a Belgian in the menu, so they always have stuff that is like palatable for the everyday beer drinker. And when we went to other half, there was like the blue collar worker. they have stuff that's not just. It's also so big there that they can have 20 taps.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you need if you're gonna have a place that like specializes in New England IPAs. You need to have stuff that the casual can come in and
absolutely
drink as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was more apprehensive about the broccoli in this pairing than I was the Berliner Weiss.
Mm-hmm.
And actually coming out of it, I'm a little flip flopped. I like the broccoli is like, this is definitely one of the better New England IPAs, or like I'm sorry, Imperial IPAs. IPA in general, I would say this is like one of the better ones I've had.
They call it
like,
Imperial,
ever.
but it's cloudy enough.
No, it's good.
Right.
But when you say something like broccoli, I'm just like, when I think about breweries nowadays and what they add, I get a little nervous. So it's like broccoli. I'm like, all right, are they actually
Is it literally broccoli in here?
Yeah, because like, what was it? Evil Twin. They're known for doing like the craziest.
Pizza.
They had that series that was like surf and turf, and like the surf was like a lobster butter, and I don't know what the flavoring was. I didn't have that one, but the steak one was like a dark stout that had some sort of
That's wild
flavoring. And then they also, because I was telling you I was at the beer distributor on the way to the village, and they always have like a crazy selection. They have a lot of sours, but they have a lot of Evil Twin, and one of them was like roasted carrots.
I guess it's like the part of like if they were in the like I guess the content creation world, that's their version of clickbaitiness. Like, well,
eccentric.
I guess so,
yeah.
let's do this crazy shit, so when we put it on our label and we post it on social media, it'll be like, whoa, that sounds disgusting. I got to try it.
So that's how I always felt about like Saranac and all that stuff, like those big stouts that were like 13% like peanut butter double chocolate cake stout, and I'm like, this tastes nothing like that. This is just a fucking lie, and it's just like this big bomb to get people wasted, and just like a sweet syrupy awful thing.
Is it that brewery Secatog that I think we've all been to? Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
they do an Imperial Oreo stout, which sounds like simple enough, and it should be easy because it's like, all right, chocolate stout is like a very normal
Vanilla.
thing, and then like
Yeah.
Oreo, like Oreo flavoring is not like crazy, it's just cookies and cream, whatever. And it sounded great, and I went there and we got a growler of it and brought it back to the apartment and shared it with Chris and Madeline. And Madeline's like a stout lover, and she's like, "This is fucking great." And I took, I'm excited to try it. If you like it, like she's like a big beer person,
No, yeah.
but so if she likes it, I'll probably enjoy it too. It was like fucking jet fuel and like a
Yeah.
little bit of vanilla flavoring.
Gross.
I was like, this is
Oh, wow.
this is horrible.
Yeah.
And I've had some of like the worst beers in Long Island. Like, not to, like, I don't want to slander too much in here, but some of the worst beers I've ever had
Name
from
drop.
Long Island.
Name
has been
drop,
from
dude.
Second
Name
Talk
drop.
here.
Wow.
Sorry, I just like I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
And I've had some solid stuff there too, but my biggest beer disappointments at breweries in person have been at that place, and that was one of them. Like, this is
Yeah.
you're not even close to the mark here. Like,
Yeah.
I'd
You
rather
know
just
what it
have like
is?
a dragon's milk and crush up a Oreo on top.
I truly think that and like it's really weird to say this, but like I met this dude in Vegas who was like, yeah, man, I'm like doing a bunch of research on a bunch of breweries. I'm gonna open my own brewery, and he was like prolifically saying like, I think breweries one day will be like coffee shops, and it's not gonna be like people are looking to do distribution. They're just looking to like make their own stuff, and I think that's what like that reminds me of just like
Yeah.
this place who's like not really hitting all that much, but like people are like, it's our local brewery, so we're gonna go down there.
That's
Just
kind of what
kinda-
Long Island has
yeah.
been for. I think everyone's trying to go the other route in Long Island. Like, we are a coffee shop. And we want to distribute, and no one wants to buy it.
Well, yeah, I always think of
Which is very
Six
funny.
Harbor.
Yeah,
Six Harbor, I want to love. Like,
because it
again-
says in the heart of or just outside of town.
again,
Actually, and
yeah,
it's a nice
Huntington,
spot.
yeah,
And it's
Huntington.
added the distillery up top too.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't again
It's the clientele that bothers me mostly.
the
I think.
clientele.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the vibe's great. They have a good setup. They get a nice
Democrats.
food truck. Just
Yeah.
like I found it hard to like a lot of their beers. I love
Yeah.
their blueberry. Their blueberry is pretty good.
Yeah.
They had an
Yeah.
orange one that's solid.
Yeah,
but-
that's hard to miss on. That's like, here's a blonde that we'll like add some fruit flavoring to,
Yeah.
and it'll be like easy enough.
Yeah.
Like, which is fine if that works for you. That's good. But that place has never been amazing, and I never really expected it to, since like
No.
it came out of the gates as like a. There's certain places that give off like an old man vibe, and certain places that
Yeah.
give off like
Yeah.
a Brooklyn like hipster vibe, and that's kind of what you
Right.
want. Is what you want there to be like these 38-year-old nerds that have a lot of tattoos and used to
Yeah,
brew
yeah.
coffee that do this sort
Yeah.
of stuff, and that's where you get the best beer. If it is an old man that like learned out of an old textbook, you're gonna get boring like Finger Lakes upstate like
Yeah.
sort of multicolored beer.
It's just
Yeah.
Molson Coors. Like, I made High Life, but I
Yeah.
made it, so it's different. And it's like, no,
or
it's
I
not.
made
It's
like
the
a
fucking
simple
same thing.
IPA.
Well, funny
Yeah.
enough, you're saying that. Like, again, Huntington has the Threes Outpost. Like, it's not necessarily
yeah.
a brewery, but they have the
That's a
beers.
coffee shop.
Yeah, Brian, like, legitimately coffee shop vibes.
It feels like a
So
brewery.
small. Yeah, Threes Brewing has a quote-unquote outpost in Huntington.
It's mostly a
Yeah.
bottle shop almost.
Yeah, it's small room when you walk in. They have, like, 3 freezer doors full of
But
beers.
some of the best beer in Long Island.
Yeah,
or
they're-
in
Yeah,
Huntington
yeah.
anyway.
Their stuff, as well as, like, associated things. Like, I've been able to
Right.
get Bissell Brothers there, which is really nice.
Hmm.
They have a couple taps, but then they have, like, small, like, 2-seater tables and then, like, 3 outdoor ones. Karen and I somehow this summer have ended up there, like, 3 times. And I will say, before this summer, every time we've gone, like, I'll go to, like, pick up a 4-pack.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, I know Threes. I like Threes, and they have
Yeah.
other stuff. It's usually just empty. Past 3 times we've gone, busy.
Yeah.
And it's like a
Wow.
good vibe.
That's good.
Positive. Like, we brought the dog. Pepper hung out. Like,
nice.
she sat on, like, the bench with us. Like, the guys that work there are really chill.
Yeah,
But
makes
it-
me feel good because I want that place to be better. Because every time I've gone, my big thing I've realized about bars in general, but a lot of breweries do this wrong, is that the lighting's way off. And I think about
Yeah.
Threes, it was lit like a coffee shop and was almost too bright. And when I'm drinking, I'm ashamed of myself, and I want it to be dim.
I don't want to see myself doing
Like
this.
get it the light lower, even if it's midday, like whatever time.
Yeah.
That place is always so fucking bright, like a CVS. it needs to tone it down. Like that's not the drinking environment.
I can't
They
be
probably need
seeing
to know
myself
if people
like this.
are shoplifting from. All the,
Right.
Don't be taking a can now.
They just have 4-packs under their shirt.
Well, I mean, hey, infamously, I've known people that love stealing glasses from breweries.
okay.
And
Anyone want to mention?
Name.
I don't want to name
Name
names,
drop.
but I will
Matt
say,
O'Leary?
I will say, whoever
Second
it
Talk
was,
Brewing. They love to
no,
steal.
no, at the pizza trolley birthday, somebody stole a glass from other half and put it in one of the bags of beer on the trolley,
Nice.
and they forgot about it. So when we got
yeah.
home, there was just broken glass.
No.
Yeah.
Sad.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, who the fuck tried to steal a glass? And I
That
just
actually
totally forgot.
wasn't Madeline because we didn't go in the trolley, so
No.
you can't blame her.
Yeah.
The one time you can't
True.
blame her.
No, yeah. I'm like, I mean, Karen and I have our theories, but we're just going to leave it at that. I just was like, oh, yeah, time to put the beers in the fridge. And then I was like, oh.
And glass.
Fuck.
There's a finger in this bag too.
Bloody hand.
Hand is just covered in little specks. Oy.
So let's run through these two quick. 'Cause I know Richie brought a couple that we're going to
Yeah, I brought some
taste too.
doohickeys.
Nice.
Thoughts on broccoli? Thoughts on fruit?
I mean, I'll say broccoli was a lot. Again, I went into the mentality thinking that broccoli would be involved in it in some way, shape, or form. It was a very smooth beer. And I think
yeah.
because I went in with the expectation of it's going to be gross and funky.
Yeah.
And then also, for those listening, leading up to this episode, I mean, I'm sure anybody would know that you're a horrible person to communicate with outside of in person.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Brian's nodding, and he didn't even.
What the hell?
There was no skipping of a beat whatsoever. He just nodded it.
I'm communicative.
Yeah. So you texted and you mentioned the what was it? You said you bought other half. You're gonna need more. Can you pick them up?
I don't need
I said
more. just-
okay.
if you wanted to bring it, you
Oh
can bring it.
yeah. But then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I should probably ask him which ones he had because what if I just bought the same
More
one?
broccoli.
And then just Brendan was like broccoli and this one, and then he just texted again broccoli, one word. And then it happened multiple times after, and I was also
So
telling.
this is started before the Kama Blah stuff.
So
With-
it was an inside joke. I thought we were all just saying the Veggie Tales character we wanted to be.
Yes, Brendan and I are just constantly fighting over the broccoli character.
It was an inside joke that happened like in the text thread you were a part of though.
Yeah, you were in
Oh,
it, but you
oops.
just and
It was weak.
it was so much so that I was also talking to Chris, and then I was just like, "Yeah, Brendan just texted me back broccoli," and then he was laughing, and then I don't know, we were just talking. He goes, "Oh yeah, enjoy the episode tonight. Let me know how that beer is, the fruit one," because I was telling
He's
him
a
what
fan.
we were drinking, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna really like that," and then I told him about the broccoli text, and then when we had to push the day off for recording, you finished that conversation with broccoli. I just screenshot that and sent it to Chris, and even he was laughing. I'm sorry, Brian, that we left you somehow out of
Somehow, even though it started in your
I
chat.
now I have to look back and make
you
sure
were
I'm
in,
not
yeah, you were in
fucking-
the chat, and somehow I even got Chris to get
Yeah.
to understand the joke.
But I thought you were talking about it because of the I don't know how caught up you are on John Oliver.
Oh no!
But there's there's a story he was talking about it with a reporter that was trying to understand why Trump supporters are like the new nickname instead of Sleepy Joe and that for Kamala is like
Yeah.
Kama Blah.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Kama
like,
Blah.
the reporter's like, what is this about? And the guy just kept responding, Kama Blah.
Kama
He's like,
Blah.
so can I use this? Kama Blah. And he just responded with the one word every time. The
Yeah.
guy would be like, all right, I'm gonna talk about this. Kama Blah.
Blah, blah.
So I thought you were doing, but we started the broccoli thing before this episode came out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
John Oliver. So I was like, did we start Kama Blah?
Did we give John Oliver a really good idea? Yeah, he dissected broccoli. And went, okay, I could work with this. I could work with
Yeah.
this. Yeah, sorry,
Pays off
Brian.
the FBI
But
agents who are scanning our phone.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But no, the broccoli is smooth. I like it a lot.
Great.
A lot more than I thought, but I think I set my expectations very low. And then because of the way you guys reacted, I assume Brian's throwing his full body backwards was from his first sip.
Yeah.
What was your? I didn't see you react to that one.
I think because I saw you guys respond, I was thinking it was going to be more extreme
You were
than it was.
prepared.
That's the most extreme I've ever felt. Like, I bought. We bought 4 packs of each of these. So me and
Yeah.
Brian
Right.
split 2 and 2.
Okay.
I had one of each of these like weeks ago. Just like, oh, I'm excited to try these. Me and Nicole had the same reaction that Brian did like weeks ago, and I thought after having it then and then
You would've
versus
been
now, like,
fine.
I would have been okay. And like,
Still
but
no.
it still gave me the motherfucker tart, like
Motherfucker
the
tart.
motherfucker tart.
Motherfucker tart. Still giving that motherfucker tart.
I've never had a sour that sour.
Yeah.
That motherfucker tart.
That was the I think that was the most physiological reaction I've ever had to.
It's like it's involuntary,
yeah.
and you're
Yeah, no, it is strong. I agree.
It's like it's like what's in. It's the opposite of what's in acid reflux tablets. It's acid.
You're
I
right.
guess.
It is acid.
It's acid.
It is
I
just
should-
acid.
I just always have an acid reflux issue, so it's
So
like it's
nothing.
just adding to the tank.
Goes out, goes in. The microphone just burned. Up.
Yeah, just burning
Just
up.
bringing you back to normalcy.
But also, as much as it sounds negative, it's pretty good.
No, yeah,
It tastes great.
yeah, it's a fun flavor. Mango,
Yeah.
pineapple. Like
I think I just would like a little bit less
I'm gonna have a little more just to.
crazy tart.
There's also like I don't know if it
Love
was
a
the same way with
crazy
you guys.
tat.
I poured mine out into. I mean, you guys are pouring yours out too.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fizz in that. All the suds are gone. This
Oh,
is
ours is like
pre-
fizzing
Oh,
like
we
crazy.
got
Still.
fizz and bubs.
Mad fizz.
Oh shit. Yeah, I got like nothing. It was very still.
We got
very
we
still
got that
beer.
we got that fizzy bubbly.
All right, let me try drinking from the can. Let me see.
Whoopsies.
Ooh. The flavors they're talking about here are passion fruit and mango. I'm definitely getting both of those.
Oh man,
It just hurts.
nothing
Oh.
beats a text like that.
I have a bunch of goat biryani for you.
Biryani.
What's biryani?
Biryani.
It's a rice dish.
It's delicious.
Indian.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys find an Indian spot?
No, her sisters took her out to Indian for her birthday.
Oh,
So she's coming back with some leftovers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Brian. Karen just sent me the sexiest text.
Sexiest text.
Sexiest. It's I have a bunch of goat biryani for you.
Yeah,
That's what I just wanted to lean over and show Brent.
that would get me going.
Here's
I
some
just-
words
I got-
you don't know.
I got super. Yeah,
I do biryani, but I didn't know.
I was like, I
goat.
took you to House India once, and then I was like, you know what? That was only one time. No, it's a really
Feed
good.
us
that what
goat
we had?
balls?
No, it's
Oh.
nothing that we had, but it's like a
With
super
bowls?
flavorful rice dish. I would say it's like a more enhanced fried rice. Honestly,
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not a sauce.
no
No,
sauce.
no, it's pretty dry. Pretty dry.
Yeah, but really good.
Oh. Really good. Brian, do you like it because it's basically your name?
Yeah, it's biryani. Yeah, that's right.
Biryani by Licky. Yep.
That is funny.
So,
His
so today at my job, I was in a meeting, and someone spelled my name with a Y. And I was
what
like,
what
oh,
am I
actually,
fucking goat biryani to you?
Biryani, buddy. Let's fight about it. I said, oh, it's with an I, like Brian, B-R-I-A-N.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
someone else was
boy.
like, it's his last name that's the real problem, and I didn't know how to respond to that. I think that's a microaggression to Polish. That's why I just wanted to express that.
No, that's fair. I wish your last name was only Y's instead of I's.
But it could be like a
By I.
he's biphobic. Maybe. Is that what you're getting at?
He's a
guy.
Wait,
It's the last name I have a problem with.
he's a biphobic, but like he's like on the word bi, not like the bisexuals because it's BYLICKI. So like,
Well, he doesn't know that. He just thinks he hears bi as like, I don't like that shit.
Who's he?
Hate
That guy.
Hey, that guy.
that guy's got to be asexual.
This is
what?
a weird. This is a
You
weird
look at his
line
last
to draw in
name.
the sand.
This is not how I spell my name. Who would spell my name like that? Heathens.
I should start
pissed at
calling
him.
people out for that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
just
Being
call him.
bisexual.
Call him heathens.
I will. I'll do both.
Heathens. It's like
Darian
was
said
that?
not to trust bisexuals because they can't make up their minds. So
That's
Oh.
true. She said that?
she said that. So it's
Not,
okay.
not
She
your
said
dad?
that.
Not my dad. Nope. My dad didn't say it was Darian. It was Darian.
Interesting.
One is much better than the other.
Darian said that to your dad, and he
Wait.
got mad.
This would be a a good game show. Who said it? Brian's dad or Darian? Who said it? What's scary is the overlap.
One's racist and one's from Ohio.
It's the same thing. Yeah, that'll get canceled after an episode.
No, it'll go fucking
No,
wild.
it'll last
go
more than
wild.
You seen Lucy Gay?
it'll last more than
It'll get
Millennium.
signed for 20 seasons on Newsmax.
Kidding me?
Wait, what?
What?
What'd you just say?
Crystalia
I'm
still
on
works.
Newsmax
That's all I
now,
gotta say.
bitch.
He still works. We're fine. We can say anything. on
Mic
here.
drop.
We can say anything.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so
Say
Richie,
it then.
you liked both beers. That's what I heard.
So I liked broccoli a lot. I've said this multiple times on the pod. I've out soured myself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
and it's been very hard to get back
We all
into
have.
the game. But I think I got to look at sours like stouts now, and where you're like, all right, I'll have one or like half of one, and that's it, and then I'll go to
I think
something else.
this size in particular is like a the way the beer is good for a split seas.
yeah,
Yes.
I could never have
Good
the whole
split
16-ounce can of this.
A
thing.
16
No.
ounce of the sour is impossible.
yeah. I would want to water it down somehow.
Yeah.
Like if I added like sparkling
It
water.
should say on the
or,
can
like,
like
a seltzer.
must split between friends.
I'm surprised it's not like I'm truly surprised it is not back sweetened in any way. Like it is.
I know.
Like I don't know what you
It
do
is-
about
it is
this,
what it
but
is.
like
It would be interesting to
Well-
see a brewery that pushes that you have to like share.
It'd be
Kind of
funny.
like Pokemon
Cute.
Go. You're like you have to talk to
Like,
people.
like the middle is see through, and there's a line drawn, so you can see like, where to stop pouring.
Oh, because someone might call you out.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
So
They also
for
I've been
Levi's
pushing for. I know Evil Twin does this, but for their stouts, they'll sell 8-ounce cans of their stouts that are like
oh,
super
that's
imperial.
fun.
And then that should be more normalized. I pay a little
Like
bit of a premium
little
for like
Coke
fun
cans.
Yeah.
that's
They're actually.
fun.
I think they're stubby. They're not like thinner,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
minis. They're like same thickness as a 16-ouncer, but
Just like
So
just 8.
so this just came to mind, and I'm kind of curious what you guys think of this, just in terms of like thinking of like a gimmick at a bar. Or
It's a
brewery.
bad idea.
So I don't know
I
who
hate
sent this to
thinking.
me on Instagram, but they basically this bar, the tap menu, the prices change aggressively based
Back and
on
forth, back and forth.
popularity. So it's like they
Yeah.
treat their beer list like it's stocks.
is the place.
So-
is it at the place in San Diego?
I don't know. I
Well,
don't know. I
well,
saw it on
how
Instagram.
high would they go?
I don't know about the price limits, but if something's really popular, the price will go up, and if nobody's drinking it, the price goes down.
Right.
So like,
Everybody's might go back and forth a little bit too.
it'll go back and forth because like all of a sudden, if everybody's
Like,
going
I'm
to
gonna
the
buy the
cheap
cheap
one,
one, yeah.
the cheap
Yeah.
one will go up in price. And honestly, it helps out the bar in terms of inventory because everybody's
Right,
going for a
right.
deal.
yeah,
Makes
that's kind of
sense.
fun.
Where they're like, oh, I already had 2 beers, I want another
I think
one.
that's
But
fun for both parties. Honestly, it's fun for
Yeah,
the consumer
I was curious what
and,
you guys
fun,
thought
and
of
fun
that.
for the brewery itself
So-
too.
The place in San Diego, I think it's called the Crow's Nest in that. Wait, no, that's New Paltz. But actually, it might be called the Crow's Nest
Could
in
Oh,
San
God.
Diego. But they have like a ticker. They have like an actual stock ticker that's like vodka
All right,
sodas.
that might be the
or
same place,
Whatever.
Anything that makes
Um,
you feel like you're in the middle of something, like it's like live and current.
Yeah.
kind of makes you exciting. Make you feel excited.
It's nice to be
I
in
got
the
nothing to
middle of
live for but
something.
this fucking
Yeah.
stock ticker of
you
drinks.
feel like you're at the epicenter of culture.
Oh, wow, I'm really in it now.
There's numbers
Oh,
flying
man.
everywhere.
I'm in the thick of it.
The Dow is up, bro.
Me yelling at everyone. The golden lager.
That was up, vodka's down.
Bye now. Yeah, that'll be the issue. Like the group of 10 people running to a cheap beer, and then they're like, "No, it's going
Yeah,
up."
the ticket's up in the air.
Come on, five,
Yeah. I mean, I will say, if I lived in San Diego, I would definitely want to have a group of friends to go there dressed
In suits
like
and ties.
fucking
Suits.
Wolf of
Like-
Wall Street,
Baggy
like
suits.
just like desperately screaming about like we have little pieces of paper, we're writing numbers and we're
Yes.
yelling and throwing them around.
Yeah. And then we
I'm
throw
all
a
for
ticker tape parade afterwards.
Yeah. It's like Derek's golf beer situation.
There's golf beer.
Golf beer where or I don't know what the name of it was, but basically you do 9 holes or 18 holes. Each one's a bar, You go with your group of people. You each order a beer.
There's no golfing.
No golfing.
Oh.
But you
No
finish a
golfing.
beer. Whoever finishes it first, you get a hole in one. Whoever finishes it second, you get 2. And you keep a score like golf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
I could do it for the 12 pubs of Christmas this year.
you could. It was like one birthday for Derek, but we dressed up like we were golfing.
TFDI.
That's
And-
fine. Oh, I do. Okay, this.
Yeah,
sounds familiar.
it
This
was
sounds
it was a
familiar.
long time ago.
Yeah.
I had a golf. I literally
Did you win?
No.
No. I would be bad at that.
We
'cause I'm a
caved.
famous
Yeah, we
bad,
caved
fast
quick.
drinker.
I think I puked into a toilet rather
Uh-oh.
quickly. Yeah.
Which Doc should probably adds a few strokes to your score.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't telling anybody. I don't know who was. I think Arini was keeping score. So
Well,
yeah.
the books were cooked
Arini?
there.
Wow.
For
The
sure.
books were
Long time
cooked.
ago.
Yeah. It was a while back. that really dated myself.
Yeah. Irene, famously the biggest shit I've ever seen taken.
Wow.
You
so
watched
true.
it? Being taken?
Whoa.
Canonically.
Moving on.
All right. So Richie, can you score these out of 5?
Oh, out of 5. Oh, wow. It's
Yeah.
been a while
Score-
since
yeah.
I've scored with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Score out.
Wow. You know what? I think.
Give us other half as a whole as well after that.
Oh, okay. I think other half as a whole.
Okay, so
After
after that,
that.
interesting.
Oh,
We both get on him.
just immediately flip. No, for broccoli, I would give it a solid 4. And I
Okay.
think for the fruit,
Fruit.
I would give it a 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5. Damn.
But yeah, other half in total, I would probably lean on like a 4 for them.
Okay.
I feel very
Yeah.
solid
Alright.
with them, but I also feel like, I mean, whenever I have something of theirs, I don't hate it,
Yeah.
but I never go out of my way for them, and I've never
Right.
found something that I'm like, this is what you
it.
gotta have.
That's a good point.
Right.
I
Right.
like that.
But whenever I've had it, I've always been like,
Like
that's
you
good.
you kind of know what you're
Yeah.
getting. Again, like we've been saying, they do their style well, and you can feel safe if you're looking for that particular kind of beer. You're like, this is gonna be good, but it's not gonna be groundbreaking.
No. I mean, again, I don't actively search for them, but maybe now I'll look more.
I think that affected my review a little bit. I'll go into it now.
Wow.
You're like, all right, I'll
The,
get it.
the broccoli is good. It's good. It's
Yeah.
even maybe great, but
Whoa.
it's not groundbreaking at all. Like I for this brewery that is like so hyped up and has a lot of locations, and then it's people like I've heard that people that work in the city or like travel to the city for work and will fill up their suitcases with other half and like take it back home because it's like that special. And I don't think it is, especially people make it seem. I can get this beer anywhere in Long Island. So I can go to
That's
Root
right.
Branch and get this version of it. I can go to Sin City and get an Oops Out My Pants. I can get it at every brewery makes this just as good. And it's not that important anymore. Everyone's caught up. But that said, it's not a bad version of it. It's good still. I think I'm like leaning 4 as well. And then the fruit. I don't know if this is maybe I'm missing out, and I'm weird, and I don't understand what they're trying to accomplish here. My first sip when I had it initially, it was like they messed something up. Like this is a bad batch. I thought it was like wrong. I thought it was incorrect.
I got the wrong can.
This is wrong. The more I had it, the easier it got to put down.
Mm-hmm.
But for the price point of these beers, I should never be like, I gotta like really PF this, and PF
Yeah.
stands for per force in the L'Oreal household.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what
Lori-
was it? Pour force?
Per force.
Perforce.
Per force. I thought it was like a G force thing, like the
No,
the
like
gerbils.
it's like when you like really don't want to eat something or like drink something. You like
Yeah.
per force.
I perforce it.
Per force it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Wow.
Yeah. But it's bad. It's bad.
It's bad, not good.
Hey.
I don't want to
Jazz
completely.
rules.
I don't want to totally mimic you. I'm gonna go 275.
Wow, you gave it a little bit
A little
higher.
because it has grown
You
on me
spoke
a
of
little
it more negatively, but you gave it a higher score.
275 is still not good though.
This is what this one?
275 is still not good.
275 not good. 275 no good. It's no good.
What do you think, B? Other half on its own. I'll give 425
All right, you're really trying to be different.
because I enjoyed some stuff there when I was at the location itself.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was
Yeah.
a good stop. Fruit that.
All right.
Fruta.
So
Esto
I think the
fruta.
broccoli I'll say this: I don't think I've ever had a double dry hop beer I've ever liked, and this is the only one I've ever liked.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Double dry hopped Imperial IPA. All those words together, I'm out
I'm
out of
in.
my mind. I will never buy that in a bar ever. This, if it tastes like this, I'm in.
Okay.
In my opinion, this is the best version of that beer.
Oh wow.
So I'm giving it a 5.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, 5.
100%.
Wow.
Like for all of those words put together, this is the best instance of that beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand where Brendan's coming from of like you can get it anywhere and all that stuff, which is probably true. I just haven't found those places yet, and maybe I'm just like apprehensive to try them at bars. But so far, this is it.
Yeah.
Fruit. I spilled it on my keyboard. Very upset with this.
Oh,
Is that what that
weird.
was before when you were running around?
That's what I ran around
real
for.
Mike Hanford
it's a
moment?
regular Mike Hanford situation. I'm very upset with this beer. It was offensive.
It attacked me.
It literally did attack me. I tried. I got no suds in mine. It's flat as
suds.
fuck. From the get go. This is like a 1.5 for me.
Okay.
This is
Wow.
so the problem is I like Berliner Weiss. I like Strange Ways has Berliner Weisses and Imperial Berliner Weisses, and I think they're very, very good.
Yeah.
I think it's the only beer that Strange Ways does well.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Except for in the
this is
tournament, I
just
don't know
like-
what was
this
wrong
is-
with that bottle I got.
This is far too fucked up. This is science
Beyond.
experiments at this point.
This needs that, like, Berliner Weiss is sometimes in person, they'll give you the little spritz of
Yes,
of syrup. It
like
needs
the
a syrup
like the
spritz.
base, and then you
Oh.
get a little bit of extra on top of that. That's
Yeah.
what I want.
Yeah.
But this is just all syrup, and
Because
like,
it
I don't know
doesn't.
what they're
It's,
doing.
I don't think it's supposed to get that if it's being sold in cans like this. They can't expect you to have like a spritzer at home to add to your beer.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So like,
Yeah.
this is what they want it to taste like, and I think
Yeah.
they should reevaluate.
It's not it.
Oh my god.
It's a miss.
Um,
It's a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
no
to go,
one should enjoy this.
Just to go back to broccoli, I do enjoy this because I read this off the side of the can. It says, a hazy imperial IPA brewed with a hand-selected blend of hops giving notes of pineapple, citrus, mango, and white grape. Does not include broccoli. Like, very, it has to
That's a Richie. That's a
specifically...
Richie. Yeah.
I just
just for
appreciate
you.
that they added that last sentence right there. It's a nice little touch. Nice little touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon,
Oh,
I'm going to take a. Oh, go ahead.
other half as a whole. Sorry. Didn't hit
good.
there. As far as the place we went to, great location. I love the. We walked outside. The river's right there, and they have that like overpass that's like right by there too,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is very
cool.
fun. I think as far as the brewery goes, I think a 4.5. It's a very fun.
Okay.
I loved it. It was very fun.
Nice. Very fun. Good time. Very nice. Very fresh.
Very fun, good
That's
time,
right. Very
fresh.
good beer.
Yeah.
Very good time. Very good
Look at that.
birthday
Pizza.
boy. Yes, good time.
Good birthday boy.
Big time birthday.
They had those bartenders, man. They were looking fine.
Whoa, that what gives you the good score. Whoa.
That's right. That's the extra 0.25. That's for the bartenders.
Yeah, that's a 4-5 for what I.
You gave the bartender a quarter?
That's right. I gave
The
him a
extra
whole
0.25.
quarter. I gave him a whole
Give the whole thing.
Kennedy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
I went to the bar and I said, fruit.
A couple of melons. Ooh, yeah.
And we're back to Coach Steve, everybody. And we're done.
I have the one last segment. We're not going to have time to get to those other half beers because it's late on the pod tracker guy.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to quickly take a break and get to the last segment. We're back.
All right, segment 2.
New segment.
New
It'll be a
segment.
regular segment from now on.
This is a regular. What?
This is called What's in My Growler.
What?
I'm not entirely sure myself,
Okay.
but I was gifted this from Ganesh
Oh.
Wow.
from Poi Brewery in Port Jeff.
All right.
So I'm going to pour this for each one of us, and we can take guesses as to what this could be.
Okay.
What's in my growler?
But it.
We'll have to do some work to make
But it
sure
has
like
the
a, like
tag.
a little sip of that gets to me. Just
Yeah, we'll
heads
get
up.
there.
It has a
Yeah,
tag.
yeah.
Shouldn't you know what it is? Please tell me it's Bud Light. Can I get a growler of Bud, please?
I just poured a full pour. I'm not drinking all that.
You put a full pour into your.
I want give me a little flash of the color and all that. Let's see.
Wait.
That's beer, all right. That's perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
hate
you.
that Brian does that because
the real TikTok TikTok trend.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like any girl that's like showing like it's like an ASMR. If they're doing like a makeup tutorial, they're like, "Here is the lipstick that I'll be using today."
I hate that.
Yeah.
I also fucking hate when they do this. They're like, "This is the lipstick I'm using," and they fucking they like
Shake
do
it up.
Oh,
this
yeah.
shit.
Well, I like that, and then they you gotta do the fingernails on that.
This is
Yeah, there
this
you
is
go.
the measuring tape I'll be using.
Yeah, no, you got it. There you go.
I'm getting like kind of horny, right?
ASMR
I'll
does
be
that too?
measuring
Does that?
my fingernails today.
Long.
6 inches.
It's
Average.
All right, I like this segment.
Okay.
It's a fun segment.
So don't look at what it's called because that's the only thing I have on this.
oh, you only have the name of it.
Yeah. but
Okay,
I
so
can look
that's
it up,
not
but my
enough.
phone's
I'll
being
cheers
used.
to this.
Cheers.
To this mystery.
Cheers. Oh man.
So this is a fun segment for me personally because I love doing things in person when Brian's not here because he can't
Yeah.
do anything. He's completely
Makes me feel bad about myself.
immobile. Yeah, he's got nothing going on. Did you get a smell? It smells hoppy. Color looks light.
All right, my guess. I'm gonna guess real quick. My guess is, I'm from that. I'm almost tasting like a Hefeweizen, but I know you said hoppy, so it's not that. So I'm gonna guess New England IPA. That's a lie. American IPA.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, we gotta guess. Shit.
Yeah, I think
I am
that's
not good
kind
with
of
beer.
on. What are you getting?
I mean, I'm
First
getting a
toss.
little nut,
A little nut,
Nuts.
getting
a
a
little
nut.
maltiness, like a little
a little malty nutty.
interesting.
Malty and nutty.
I feel like Brian's closer, even though he hasn't had any of it.
That's crazy.
Just because me and Brian talk about this a lot on the show. American IPAs do have that malty quality. They have a little bit of
Yeah.
that breadiness
Mm-hmm.
that we don't
Well,
like.
it's also clear. It's a clear yellow.
And clear too. He's a clear yellow. He's got the color down. This is not in the episodes of doing the show. We are locked in. We're in lockstep.
This is a judge episode. We're judging.
Mr. 300.
But if you feel differently, what else? Are you getting the hoppiness, or you feel like it's not that hoppy? 'Cause I feel like it's not
got-
overly hoppy, but either
It's got a little hop.
little hop.
Little hop.
But it's like different than when we were
Hop's
having
good.
with the broccoli. The broccoli had a more like a rounder. This was more pungent. The broccoli was more round and like citrusy. This one's
Yeah.
like a sharper, piney guy, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting nut.
Oh, I'm getting this nut.
I'm just getting this nut.
I think it's
don't know.
peanut butter beer.
Are you outside playing nut?
Brian, can you do me a favor and
It's a
Google
PSP commercial.
Yeah, what is
reference.
this?
Celestial Mentality
By Po Boy Brewery.
Po' Boy Brewery Port Chef?
I
what
literally
kind of beer is
can't.
this?
Hold on.
Literally can't.
Celestial Mentality.
Well, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm gonna show you what I have to do right now. All right, this is my keyboard. I have to lift it up.
All right, I'll use
Upside
my
down.
phone. I'll look it up. Celestial Mentality.
Celestial Mentality. It's fun when the host of the segment is also unable to use his phone or laptop. Both are being both are
Jesus.
occupied.
Yeah, you have to ask the guest
Oh
for
my
help.
my! I forgot my keyboard's not plugged in anymore.
Nice. Good job. You're killing it.
I hope every time we do this, what's my growler segment?
Oh.
Brian unplugs his keyboard immediately.
So what did you say? It was?
I think
American IPA.
we both we landed on American IPA.
Okay, so it is.
Or I guess I'll go more specific and say West Coast.
All right. So the Celestial Mentality is a Imperial Double New England Hazy IPA.
What?
No fucking way. That's crazy.
That's what it says on
Brian
Untapped.
again hasn't had this.
It's a double
Has
hazy
strong
IPA.
opinions on it.
Yeah.
Not a
the
chance.
double New England hazy IPA.
It's not.
That's literally what we had today with the broccoli.
It's very. Tell me, Richie, how different is that from the broccoli?
Very different.
Like extremely different.
Incredibly different.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That
Yeah.
is nothing. To be
Also-
fair, this did cold though. Like it sat in my fridge for a week and a half.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think the growler should have like a 2-week shelf life or so.
Yeah, 2 week always.
I would think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
2 week always?
Always.
Is that a rule?
And then it
Yeah.
explodes.
Yeah. No, 2 weeks is the standard.
Right. But no, this is nothing like a New England IPA.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, po' boy.
Sorry.
I think this episode has
Sorry,
been us
pubs.
shitting all the breweries that we're talking about. But this is
hate 'em.
not. I like New England's, and I wouldn't drink this.
You would?
Wow. It's more of a hit on
No,
Ganesh.
I'm not
though, right?
finishing this. Yeah, he doesn't know me. You're a bad friend. I hate you.
You don't know
Yeah.
me.
You don't know me, bro.
You don't know me.
You don't fucking know
It's
me.
been 30 years, Ganesh.
No, this was a great gift. If only that it brought a podcast segment. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't care about
that's fair.
content, baby. You
We
don't
love
talk about-
podcasts.
Daddy made you your favorite. Open wide.
Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy give you content.
Daddy made you some content.
Nice.
That's what you call your stuff.
My stiff. No, you the Bo Burnham. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah, true. But also it'd be funny if like that's what you call your
Oh, I call my
Your
digit
specimen, yeah.
my content.
Your digit? You call your member your digit?
I call him my digit.
Brian goes to the doctor in 2 months. And
I'm sorry,
Sir, your
Doc, my digit's not working.
your content is
my digit is off the
sterile.
fritz.
Daddy, your
digits.
content is off the charts. Look, right here.
It's too feral.
I'm
Pulls
rizzing
out
with all this
like an
content.
extendo stick and like hoist it.
My extendo digit.
That's another good word. Yeah,
Go
good phrase.
gadget extendo digit.
Extendo digit.
My extendo digit making my pants tight.
Extendo digit also reminds me of like the T2 when the Terminator like.
Oh yeah, with the finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
wild.
think it's his whole arm, but
Haven't seen
yeah,
it.
it's all the same.
But I like when Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about how going to the gym makes him come.
Wait, what?
That's funny.
It makes me come.
When I go to gym, it make me finish, and then I lift
Yes,
weight.
You're joking, but that's like, this whole thing's in the documentary. That whole sequence. So you just did.
That was not AI. That was actually Arnold. Can we just appreciate how Arnold voices are never going to get old? I was thinking about the other day. Conan was doing them, and I was like, "This is great. I love this.
Yeah.
I love an Arnold voice."
Was it an episode where Arnold was there?
That's right. It was also Arnold. Arnold was also doing an Arnold voice, and I was like, "This is so funny."
Yeah.
Arnold's not that good at it though.
He's really kind of shitty. In his old age,
Not as
he's
good.
lost
Needs
his luster.
He's like,
It's not as good anymore.
I do
Very
the incline bench
set-
press.
I sound too American now. Oh.
Actually, I'm from Austria.
I
I was the governor of California.
I'm the government
One hot latte,
New Hampshire
please.
now.
I'm gonna raise taxes. We got to defend ourselves against the predator.
Have you guys ever heard of American football? I love that band.
Quick, guys, cover yourselves in mud.
What about modern baseball?
Quick, guys, get to the chopper. Oh, sorry. That's not right.
The Kappa? No.
Danny DeVito, you're my brother.
All right,
I've never
Face
seen a
Off.
single
Nope, wrong movie.
Schwarzenegger movie, so I don't know.
No, that's an even better
It's
movie.
twins
Face Off.
winning.
Well, that about
Nick
does it for
Cage.
this episode.
Wow, what a crazy
Wow.
99 Orange Judge episode.
Wow.
Knocked it out of the park. Am I right?
Wow, 300.
Yeah.
Hey.
300.
Yeah.
Crazy
Wacky
stuff.
dackies.
I am going to make a podcast about wacky packages next week.
Oh.
That's Oops Week, so I'm going to make
Oops
a
Week.
bad podcast.
This week is
That's
going to
what
get
the whole joke
fucking
is.
crazy.
What do you mean by packages?
Wacky packages. Think about digits, my man.
Extended digit.
Think
I'll send
about
you a pic. I send a pic. You just go, whoa, wacky.
Ooh.
Oh, that's wacky.
That's wacky, man.
That's wacky.
That is wacky.
Do we want to do plugs? Rich, you got anything to plug?
Bino next week.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah. Every
Coming
third
down.
Wednesday at U.S. Brewery in
Coming down.
coming down.
Centerport.
Centerport.
Look up US Brews Centerport.
Yep. I'll be posting.
Bino ball tournament.
If you're trying to
Sweet.
flick some balls with your fingers,
$20 entry.
and
Yeah.
maybe
Or
win
your
some
digits.
Win the prize.
money, win a prize, win a date.
Win a date. Are we selling off?
I'd
All right. Whatever you got to do.
give up the digit.
That'd be kind of a
expand the
fun
brand.
prize.
Yeah.
I think I would take a date with Richie.
Just me in lipstick and a fucking like a Birdo costume.
We'd go to Chili's and then we'd get front row to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Hell yeah.
That's honestly kind of a sick night.
If I'm going to
I love
Chili's,
front
I'm
row.
getting so many refills on Dr. Pepper. I'm getting
Oh my god.
I'm getting so many fucking chicken
I want
fingers.
to. I've been dying to take care of the Chili's again.
I've
so
been
bad.
thinking about Chili's this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chili's is good.
Nice.
I'm gonna say this
Good.
right now. Chili's is good.
What do they call their chicken fingers again? They have a special name
Holy
for it.
chicken
Crispers.
crispers. Chicken
Crispers.
crispers.
Chicken
They are
crispers.
fucking
Yeah.
incredible.
Yes, the
They are
big
locked
heavy breaded
in.
ones.
The funny thing is, I think the first time I went to Chili's was before college.
Yeah, of
I went,
course. That was
I
like
went
a family
one
birthday
time.
spot.
Same.
I went one time and it gave me violent diarrhea.
Never.
And
Nope,
then
wasn't that. It was
I
something
never
else. It
went
was something
back.
else.
And then when I went to school, I remember you and Chris were like, "This is a religion," and I remember going, "I don't know about that." And then
Makes me poo poo.
one of Karen's friends is obsessed with it, and then her birthday, it turned out in the city they had a ghost kitchen where different
Nice.
places were making stuff and shipping it.
Yeah.
In like the center of Manhattan. We went to a bar in Greenpoint, and her girlfriend at the time wanted to surprise her with Chili's, so she got Chili's from the ghost kitchen in Manhattan, brings it to Brooklyn.
That's fucking insane.
It was really sweet of her, and she's got this massive bag of
Of,
all
like,
the
all the
apps,
wet Chili's.
crispers, this, that, and the other. As soon as she walked in, dropped the bag, and like we were like literally, she came in, we were like, oh, and like thankfully it was like I think only like one container like popped open, and it was just like some sauce fell out,
Yeah,
but like
okay.
we were like,
It was
what a
bit of
fucking
funny entrance.
Oh yeah, it was such a funny because the best part was that Chili's was a surprise for her, so she was like,
Oh, my crispers.
"No, my crispers."
That's good.
So I'm
Chili's
hearing a
is great.
plug for Chili's.
Chili's,
That's what
yeah.
we're plugging.
I'm into it. Remember when Brian took us
Yeah.
there because he had a big gift card from his mom? That was nice.
I'm sure I did. Honestly, like when I was growing up, that was like a weekly occurrence.
Yeah,
it was like
I-
Chili's
you-
Tuesdays.
To give you props, you just use the gift card in like the most friendly way. And it's like, just take it off the bill and then we can all split afterwards.
Yeah,
Nice.
of course.
Yeah. That's not how most people would use that.
Yeah.
That's not whenever we go to Key West and we go to like our big like fancy dinner. There's like one like you just like take a boat to this island
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
to dinner.
That's fun.
And for Christmas, a lot of times Nicole's parents will buy the aunt and uncle who have the timeshare like a gift card to this place,
Oh, that's nice.
and then they would use it for their own bill. And George's like, I fucking knew it every time. We're just like
They just cover
you're
themselves.
you're so right to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, and you shouldn't expect it, but like it's just how they are.
Maybe
just
if
nobody else
Gerard
would.
wasn't there, they'd be like, "All right, maybe we'll use it for you guys too." But like,
no,
he's
it's,
here.
it's,
He
it's
gave
just
it
how
to
they
us.
are. No, Gerard would do it. Gerard would do that. He would be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
let's just use it for everybody.
Yeah. I kind of think about that way with like, if you have an extra ticket to something, and like day of,
Yeah.
you still don't have someone.
Yeah,
I usually just give that ticket to that person for free.
Yeah. You
I-
want to just fill a seat. You'd rather not
Yeah.
waste it.
I've
Like you're almost like putting someone in a position to be like, you gotta pay me today.
yeah, no.
Weird.
So I'm just
if
but I-
anything,
I
you
do the
probably
same
should
thing.
pay them money. Be like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Please
I'm
come
giving
with-
you this
I need a
ticket,
companion."
and your
Yeah.
day is fucked." I'm
I've
so
definitely
sorry.
yeah.
Right.
I usually end up giving the tickets for free. Like I always
You asked
buy
me recently for a spot I couldn't go.
yeah. I always buy an extra ticket because I'm like, all right, I'll go with Karen, but if not,
I asked for
I'll
too much
see
money was the
who-
problem. I was like, yeah, I'll go for it. Give
Yeah.
me like $200.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should, yeah,
Um,
Brett, you should start waiting till the last day. Be like, I know Richie's gonna have an extra ticket, so he's gonna have to.
Yeah, but I just have that ticket just in case, so that I'm like, I don't want to charge someone. I'm like, they got to
No.
come in for me or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
If you're gonna charge anyone, it's got to be like you have to have the plan.
Yeah, it has to be planned
at the,
like
at the
ahead.
inception of it. Like,
Yeah.
as a group.
Otherwise, I'm like, it's just weird. But like, oh, was it?
I like fleecing my friends, honestly.
Fuck yeah.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Like taking
How you
advantage of
fleecing
my
'em?
friends. I like taking.
Oh,
that.
you do that?
Yeah, all the time.
I mean, I'm very
I like
submissive.
wearing
so I'm all
fleece
for
around
it.
my friends.
Cool.
Nothing but fleece.
Fleece. Fall and
I
winter.
have a lot of fleas.
fleas.
My
Fleas.
cats are clean. I just got them
Oh,
tested. I
fleas.
have way more fleas than my cats.
Okay. Yeah, cats are all gone. You're still.
They're all set.
They're
They
all
tested
set.
negative.
Yeah, they're crying right now.
Can you hear them?
I can
Well-
hear them.
So
it makes me
Richie
sad.
has plugged Chili's.
Wrap it up.
Brendan, what are you plugging?
This show, we're back on the
Hell
map.
yeah.
We got a lot planned. We have this episode. We have our big 100th episode is coming out. We have our
Whoa.
Oops Week. We have our Charles month is ending. There's so much happening. We're so back. We're so back. It's
So
incredible.
fucking back, bro.
We're so fucking
We're
back.
so
You,
back.
you'd be worried. You're gonna see a lot of videos of us drinking beers in cars. You're gonna be nervous.
sick.
You should be so
I'm
nervous.
so hyped for those segments.
You should be so nervous.
I will say I was so
I'm doing one tomorrow with that.
I was
Show
so
the
excited
cops.
to come here.
Oh, we got the beer undies. Show the camera.
Oh yeah, I'll show the camera.
Beer
hell
MeUndies?
Oh yeah, beer undies.
I can't wait to drink so many beers in my car.
Fuck
That's-
yeah, that's fun. I
Hell
love
yeah.
beer.
That's
undies.
good. I love the enthusiasm.
Hell yeah.
Ta-da. Okay, and that's all I got to plug. Brian, what
I
do you
saw
got to plug?
gum.
Yeah, Brian, what do you play?
I love plugging our own show too. If you like this, Dr. Old. Oh, fuck, what was his name? Oldland. That was his name. Dr.
Oldman.
Oldland, if you like this show, please subscribe
We know you listen
on
to the
Apple
Dr.
Podcasts or
Oldman.
Spotify. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about my health or my STI statuses, email us at thehobbyboyspod@gmail.com. And I guess that's it. So
we're getting a
look
lot more
out for.
influx of emails for your health status. I can't wait.
Well, as a part of Oops Week, we'll do. We'll see all if my STI
Yeah.
updates got
Let's both go to
updated
the
with
doctor.
all some oopsies.
Oopsies.
And so yeah, rate us on Apple Podcasts, review us on Spotify or something. I don't know how any of that works, but please keep listening and just be so ready for the next stuff that we're putting out. We're back,
Eager.
baby.
We're back.
We're back.
We're so back. And remember,
We're back.
have fun with it.
Bye bye.
Here comes the rooster. And here comes my dad.
Uh oh.
I'm in big trouble.